Yes, hello everybody. You're very welcome back to LeedsBros for your Leeds versus Liverpool match watch-along. The last pre-season friendly of Leeds United's tour of the USA. And we're against Liverpool tonight, so big one. The bragging rights are online. I want Leeds to win this game tonight. We'll get through the starting lineup now in a couple of minutes. But before we do, guys, smash that like on the show for me. Let's go. Let's go for 200 likes on this one. And of course, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for me as well. Let's go through the starting 11, then we'll go through the subs bench, who's in the squad, who is out of the squad, and of course, get them thoughts in the comment section as well as them match predictions. So starting in goal, no surprise, it is going to be Alex Kearns. Right wing back, Jayden Bogle. Looks like a back three again, so the formation looks like to me it's going to be a 3-4-2-1. So Jayden Bogle as your right wing back, James Justin, Joe Rodon and Tariq Maharmovic as your back three, Gabby Goodmunson as your left wing back. Looks like a midfield two of Ethan Ampadu and El Tanaka. And then in front of them, it looks like it's going to be Anton Stack, Dan James. And then up front then as the lone striker then, Lucas Meche. I'll have a look into the squad. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin is back in the matchday squad. He is on the bench as well as Brendan Aronson and no Hakabiol tonight again for Leeds United. So I'm just wondering how bad that injury is that Hakabiol has picked up, because obviously he has kept him out now for a couple of games now. So disappointing. But at least we have Dominic Calvert-Lewin back. That's the main thing, isn't it? Let's see who is joining us here this evening. Stephen Bourne, he says, can't wait for this one, lads. Me too as well. It's Liverpool. I know it's only a pre-season friendly, but it's Liverpool. We still want to beat them. The bragging rights are on the line. We've got a lot of Liverpool friends, that'll give me a lot of stick if Leeds lose tonight, so I want to beat them. Danny is here as well. He says, be a tough game tonight. Of course it will, and I think it's a good test for Leeds United, to see exactly where we're at. The Wrexham game obviously wasn't fantastic, much improved against Sunderland. So tonight I think will be a real test for Leeds United and see exactly where we're at this moment in time. But Danny does say it's a strong lineup. He has gone with a strong lineup tonight. And smash a like and subscribe, please, says Danny. Please do that. Harry is here. He says, not bothered about the game results. Not bothered about the game results. Get transfers over the line. Yeah, no, look, I understand where you're coming from, mate. Obviously, to get transfers in, and hopefully it does start to ramp up in the next week or two, because we still obviously have a bit to do in regards to getting James Trafford across the line and a striker and now a playmaker as well, because obviously we're not getting Julian Brandt. So, yeah, no, we still want to win. That's why we watch football, isn't it? For the games and, the entertainment of watching it. So, yeah, I want Leeds to win tonight 100%. Paul is here. He says, Gelhardt to Birmingham. Yes, I did see that earlier on today that Birmingham supposedly have inquired about Joe Gelhardt for Leeds. So, it'd be interesting to see, will he drop back down to the Championship? Because we know Hull were said to be hanging out to kind of get a cut price on Joe Gelhardt later on in the window. So, I think Birmingham would be a good move for him. I think they would like him there. And obviously the project that they're building there at Birmingham could be the perfect move for Joe Gelhardt. Looks like it anyway from the outset. Dillo is here. He says, smash them likes. Smash the like button as well. Dylan will be live over on our TikTok tonight as well. Amy Clark says, it's past your bedtime, Stephen. It is. Well, look, at least this one isn't as late as the Wrexham and this Sunderland game, obviously being 12:30 kickoffs. At least this one's a little bit earlier at 9 o'clock. It's a little bit more respectful, and then obviously it's a bank holiday over here in Ireland as well, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Danlito is here. He says, hi, mate. Want to win, but the main thing is to show good possession and progression. Yeah, absolutely. And as what Danny said earlier on there in the chat, I think this is going to be a test for Leeds United tonight, and it will show where we're at. Look, it doesn't matter really the result of it, but if Leeds could go and win tonight, you can build on that confidence, especially after beating Sunderland. And I think winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? And you want a good run going into the league. I think who we got up next? Leipzig next Saturday, and then Manchester United then the following Wednesday. So it's not too long before the season rolls around. So you want to kind of get that minimal winning momentum in, don't you? Birmingham have the money anyway, says Dr. Cox. Exactly, they do, mate. Let me turn that fan on because it's getting a bit warm in here. Exactly, mate. They do have the money for him, so I think it'd be a good move. When I seen the link today, I was like, that looks like a good move for Joe Gelhardt. So yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. And I think Hull are kind of playing the long game. I think we're kind of seeing that no one else is going to come in for Gelhardt, and we'll kind of swoop in at the end of the window, knowing that Leeds are going to want to offload him and get him for a cut price. So, we'll see. Am I? Yeah, I'm all good. Thought my sound was gone there. Watching it on LUTV tonight because it isn't on Premier Sports 2. It is on LUTV tonight. I think it was £5. I think for the coverage. I think it was about £6 for me, but it is on LUTV tonight. Danny says, "Have you got your coffee, Darren?" I do, and I made it myself tonight. Danny made me coffee tonight to keep myself going. Americans selling to Americans. Yeah, you're right, mate. You're right. Let's talk a little bit about transfers before we obviously do get into it because kickoff is still a good bit away. But let's talk about transfers, obviously. So we still haven't heard much about James Trafford, and the anxiety's starting to build a little bit, isn't it, amongst the Leeds United fan base? I think every time we go on Twitter, it's, oh, Trafford's not coming, or it must have fallen through, and why do we take so long on transfers? But it does seem to be dragging on a little bit. I did think we would hear towards the end of this week, meaning like Friday, even yesterday being Saturday, that we'd hear a little bit of news about James Trafford, and we haven't yet. And we know he's not due back from his holiday until the 9th of August, but I just kind of want to get it over the line, get it done, so we can kind of move on to the next one. And then we obviously got the news as well about Julian Brandt that he won't be coming to Leeds United, that he is going to be heading to Dutch side Ajax. So, yeah, look, it's disappointing, but now what Leeds United are going to have to do is pivot. We have to see what's out there. We know we need a creative player. Daniel Farke has been banging on about a quality player that we need in that number 10 position, for the last 2 or 3 transfer windows. So, Leeds still have a lot to do. Dylan says, "Darren will keep us up to date." Yeah, absolutely. I'll try my best. Talking about transfers shouldn't take too long, says David. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I want to get your guys' thoughts anyway, where I was going with that. I want to get your guys' thoughts. What do you think about the Igor Pujol links again? I'm not too sure how to feel about it because I think last season kind of left us all with a little bit of PTSD, didn't it, from the Igor Pujol? And obviously, we decided to go to Marseille, which we all probably thought was going to happen because they were offering Champions League football and obviously better money. But it dragged on for about 6 weeks, didn't it, with Pujol? And then all of a sudden then we were left and all our eggs were kind of in that basket. And now the rumours are starting to come up again, and it has came from Graham Smith at the YEP. He has said that Leeds are looking at alternatives. They kind of knew that Julian Brandt wasn't going to sign before Leeds headed off to the USA for their pre-season tour. When Brandt didn't sign, they kind of start putting alternatives in place. And Graham Smith has confirmed that Igor Pujol is on that list. So interesting. Supposedly 35, maybe 40 million it's going to be for Igor Pujol. So it would be interesting to see if Leeds actually do drop that money. But let us know your thoughts on Pujol. Do you have him or do you not want him? Is it because of what he done last summer in the transfer window? You're saying no thanks, or do you think no, we can't turn down a player of his quality? Yeah, Danny has it there. Pujol will cost 30 to 35 million euros. Yes, you're talking, what, 27 million pounds to probably 34 million pounds. It is a lot of money, isn't it? On top of what we've already spent, obviously, on Maharmovic, 45 now it's going to be on James Trafford. And then you're talking, 30 to 35 million euros on Pujol, and his wage packet won't be cheap as well. But he is a good player, lads. He is a really, really good player. And if you could bring someone like him to Leeds United, and particularly that left-hand side, I look at the left-hand side of the Leeds United attack as we do need a little bit of recruitment in there. I do love Noah Okafor. He obviously wrote himself into Leeds United folklore last season, scoring 2 at Old Trafford and some of the goals that he popped up with. But I think we can all admit as Leeds United fans is that he doesn't last the pace of the game, does he? He always seems to around the 60, 70 minute tired legs, and he can't really last the 90 minutes. And I don't think Leeds can afford that this year. We're going to need to replace quality players with quality players when we're taking them off. So if you could have, Igor Pujol coming off the bench for Okafor or vice versa if Pujol starts, it's really good. And we know Okafor can play across that front line as well. So it would give us an option. When I first heard the links again with Pujol, I was like, no, absolutely not. He broke my heart last summer. But when you think about it logically, and you take off the hat, he would be some signing for Leeds United if he could get across the line. And it does look doable because we know Marseille will need to sell this summer. They are in a little bit of financial trouble. So let's get back into some of the comments. Danito says, deja vu all over again with Pujol. I'd love to see him in a Leeds shirt, even not so attractive home shirt. And another thing as well, the home shirt does seem to be growing on me a little bit. After seeing them playing in it the other night, I was like, it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm still going to buy it anyway. Dr. Cox says, according to Joe Blackburn, Leeds want 6 players in total. Yeah, would you say 6 players? See, goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper, left back cover, number 10, probably another attacking player, And a striker, yeah, maybe not too far wrong. 5 or 6, I would say, not too far wrong at that one. Emmett says, "Hello, Darren. Looking forward to seeing you in Dublin. All Leeds, aren't we? Absolutely, mate. Can't wait to meet you on the hill. And again, I'm thinking about it every day. That Leeds a Manchester United game in Croke Park. If you're an Irish Leeds fan, you know exactly what it means. It's going to be an amazing day out. Bit of a pity it's on a Wednesday night, but I'm taking work off Thursday, and I'm gonna have a fantastic day out. I'm really looking forward to it. There will be a match day vlog for that. We'll record everything for you guys. To anyone that's not going, you'll be there in spirit with us. Michael Pollard is here. First of all, Michael, I do want to say thank you so much for your super chat. I did only see it. You left it in the comments. 25 quid super chat, mate. Very much appreciated, and all that does go back and upgrading the channel. And I hope you guys have kind of seen that over the last couple of weeks. The upgrades that we have had, obviously, the new camera, the new setup, and all the new streaming that we're using. We're constantly trying to upgrade LeedsBros. So everything that comes into the channel, everything we get goes straight back into the channel. So you guys are the ones that are making this run and improving the channel for us. So thanks so much, Michael, for your super chat, mate. Really does help us out. Danny says Peugeot could be the next Rafinha. Yeah, you never know, mate. And that's what we were saying, Danny, last summer, wasn't it? That he could very much be one of them players. And he has that bit about him, Danny, doesn't he? He's one of them. He gets bums off seats. He's an exciting player. He's direct. He runs at players. He scores goals. He assists. He would be a very good signing for Leeds United, regardless of what happened last summer. If Leeds brought him in, it'll be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Or Danny says, or stink the place out. Yeah, one or the other, yeah. Could be an amazing signing, or it could be an absolute flop, but yeah, you never know. You never know. Stephen says, Leeds and Croke Park is amazing. I don't think I'll believe it until I'm there. Until I'm standing on Hill 16 watching Leeds walk out Croke Park against Manchester United. I just can't wrap my head around it. I think it's amazing. And Michael says, no worries, Darren. Thank you, mate. No, I do appreciate it. Bob says, anyone know what channel it's on, please? It's on LUTV, mate. Obviously, the last two games against Wrexham and Sunderland were on Premier Sports 2, and I believe BBC Player. Tonight it's on LUTV, and it is behind the paywall. It's £5 to get it tonight, or it's about €6, I think I paid for it tonight. So I have it on LUTV, so just waiting for the coverage to start here now, mate. And it's a little bit disappointing it's behind the paywall, particularly being a friendly game as well, isn't it? But what can you do? Are you doing the new away shirt giveaway? Yeah, you know what, mate? I was actually only talking to Dylan there the other day about possibly doing another giveaway soon enough, mate. And we did do that, obviously, last year. We did do a short giveaway, so we'll do something. But I think here at LeedsBros, we like to kind of do things a little bit outside the box, don't we? So we'll obviously make a little bit of a game about it, so... sound, I've got I'm not gonna read that out. Yeah, you've got the visual radio, don't you, Bob? So yeah, no, I have it on LUTV tonight. Then the Fire Sticks, I think, mate, they're not great for doing what we want to do with Watchalongs, because they can be very slow. They can be at least be a minute behind, and it's not great for you guys. It's not great viewing, isn't it? So that's why I've got it on LUTV tonight, to try and be as most up to date with the game as we possibly can for you guys. Derek says, hey Darren, pre-season going well so far. Should be a decent game. Yeah, I would say so, mate. The Wrexham game, I think, was a learning curve. There was obviously positives and negatives from that game, and I think we could see a lot of stuff that we needed to work on from the Wrexham game. I think we seen that in the Sunderland game. We weren't so open. We weren't pressing too high up the pitch and getting caught in behind them. So the Wrexham game was a massive learning curve. The Sunderland game, yeah, it was a decent game. We looked a lot better, and obviously the goal from Lucas Meche, brilliant finish from Lucas Meche, but we didn't really create at, and so maybe tonight I'm hoping to see Leeds United be a little bit more creative in that final third tonight. So we'll see how we get on. We need to get some transfers in this week with only 3 weeks to go before the season starts, says David Hall. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. We're obviously only 2 confirmed transfers as we speak right now. We do, mate. We really do. And I think obviously James Trafford is the one we need to get across the line, don't we? And hopefully we do have him in the door for the 9th of August, and he is available then for that Manchester United game on the Wednesday night. And then I believe we've one more friendly after that as well. So kind of want to get James Trafford in and bed it into the squad as soon as we possibly can. And you're right, mate, with 3 weeks to go, it's not an awful long time, isn't it, to get players up to speed. And I kind of want to see Leeds hit the ground running, in the Premier League this season. We obviously had a bit of a slow start last season, and you can kind of be playing catch-up after that, can't you? So I'd like to see Leeds come out of the blocks, hopefully, this season and get off to a good start. Get the TikTok to do a giveaway. Yeah, Dylan can do the giveaway. Yeah, mate. You need to do the dice game again with forfeits. Yeah, mate. Probably we won't do it so early on. We might do it at some stage next year, and maybe make it a little bit more interesting in regards to if we roll a 1 star, or if we roll one, we'd stay in like a 1 star hotel or something like that. But yeah, I like with the vlogs. I think there's so many people that do vlogs and they go to games and they record it, and it's kind of very same. I think with us, we try and do things like a little bit different. Like when I went to the Spurs game, sat in the Spurs end, obviously like took a massive chance doing that. And then obviously then when we went to the Brighton game, then we did the whole roll the dice thing just for a little bit of laugh and a little bit of different dynamic to match day vlogs. Bit of fun. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Emmett says, Camden before the game. Darren, you, Dillo, Jerry, imagine not being Leeds. Can't wait. I won't be in the Camden before the game, mate. I'll tell you why, because I'm actually in work. I'll be in work that day. I'm obviously off to Thursday, so I'm thinking before the game, I'm heading to the either Mars or the Clonliffe House before the game. Have a few beers in there and onto the hill, and then maybe back to the Camden after the game. Then I'll see. But I don't think I'll get there before. It's a little bit kind of out my way trying to get from work to the Camden, then to try and get back to Croke Park. It's be a little bit crazy, I think. So for me to enjoy it, I think I'll head towards Croke Park straight away, mate. We'll see what happens. You never know. Could change. Where are we? Somewhere losing the comments there. Michael says Kearns in goal again. Too many pre-season games for me. Things other than that, quite a strong starting 11. Yeah, well look, obviously Perry isn't in the matchday squad again, so that will tell you, his move is going to be going to Torino. And I think then you start young Rory Mahady. Maybe give him a couple of minutes. Maybe give Rory Mahady the second half, depending how it's going tonight. Danito says budget must be getting very tight after Trafford and Tariq. An offer on the table for Charles. Now talking about Puyol with other positions we still need to fill. Yeah, look, didn't we at the start of the window? Did we hear it was be similar to last year, around the 150 million that we could spend? So you're right, mate. We are up there, but I do think we've obviously got a few wages off the books as well. I do think there will be a couple of outgoings to probably supplement some players coming in as well. So it's hard to know, isn't it, as fans, how much we can actually spend. The 49ers, we know they're not going to gamble with the future. They're a lot smarter than that. They've worked so hard to get Leeds United to where they are, so they're not going to overspend and put the club in jeopardy. So I wouldn't worry about whatever we're spending. We obviously can. That's what way I look at it. And in Soldier Field Stadium, the coverage has started here now on LUTV, so it looks like a good few there tonight. The highest attendance the last 2 games wasn't many in it, but it looks like a good few there tonight, packing out Soldier Field Stadium. Do you remember we were on about Chinese food in the last pre-season game? My sister works in Blanchardstown in a top Chinese. It always comes back to food, doesn't it? It always comes back to food. I do remember, yeah, it was the Wrexham game we were talking about Chinese takeaways. Yeah. Martin Nolan is here. He says, evening all, just joined. Good to see you in the building, Martin. Hope you're keeping well, pal. Anton Stack does amazing fun and YouTube videos. Yeah, Anton Stack is brilliant on YouTube, mate, isn't he? He's so good. If you haven't seen his videos, I'm sure you have. Go check it out. He's absolutely fantastic. Mug says, Newcastle, do we need to worry about ending up like them? Had a few good seasons and then big teams just pick off their best players. Yeah, maybe, mate. And I think that's probably the nature of the game, isn't it? I think with Newcastle, with the poor season that Newcastle had last season, I think if Newcastle had got Champions League football again, I think you probably would have seen a lot of them players maybe stay. I think after they didn't, a lot of them wanted fresh start, didn't you? I actually thought Tonali going to Spurs was a bit of a sideways step. I thought maybe he would have went for one of the top 4 clubs, but you don't know what Spurs are going to do this year. But I think that just shows, isn't it, like one bad season, when you don't finish where you want to be, you can lose a couple of your players, Michael. Hopefully Leeds United can finish higher up again this year, keep building it, and that's what you want. So once you finish below expectation, you're going to see players move on. It's just the nature of the game nowadays, isn't it, unfortunately. Dr. Cox says, Nanto, Rama, Joffe, 3 of who will go. Yeah, I think they will. And, maybe Pro as well, mate. Maybe you could have him in there as well. I know, obviously, hasn't Pirro got 2 years left on his contract now? He could possibly be one that goes as well. So I do think we'll still see a couple of outgoings. if I move to Ireland, I'll have to get a bicycle. Here, mate, you can have my bicycle. You can have my bike. After that 60-kilometre cycle that I done yesterday, my legs are in bits, my arse is in bits, so it's sitting here on a cushion underneath me tonight to be a little bit softer. But you can have my bike, mate, honestly. See, let me know when you come to Ireland. I'll personally deliver to you. I never want to see a bike again for as long as I live. Let's go through the starting 11 then again for all the newbies that popped in. So Alex Kearns starts in goal. Jaden Bogle, James Justin, Joe Rodon, Tariq Maharmovic, and Gabby Goodmunson. Ethan Ampadu, El Tanaka, Anton Stack, Dan James, and Lucas Meche. We do have Dominic Calvert-Lewin back on the bench tonight. Brendan Aronson is back in the squad. No Huckabee all tonight. He is said to still be injured. Xavier says Peru has 1 year left on his contract. He will sit and walk on a free. Oh, mate. I hope we don't. I hope we don't, because of what do we get Pro for? 10 million. I would like to see Leeds get something back on him. We have to try and force the hand this summer. And I know you kind of need all parties to agree, but I think if it's kind of made clear to Joe Peru that you're not going to get any game time this season, like what happened after January, I think I looked up that he only played something like 42 minutes after the January transfer window when there was talks of him going to Rangers. He only played 42 minutes for the rest of the season. So surely if Daniel Farke says to him, you know, you're not going to be in my plans, like to try and move you on, you would hope that Joe Peru will say, yeah, I want to go somewhere, I want to play football. I would hate to see Leeds United lose him on a free. And I heard Meslier, Annie didn't see it, but I heard Meslier made his Arsenal debut and it was supposedly fantastic in that game. So it's just typical, isn't it? Yeah, I am a bit. Sorry to put you off your breakfast. Sorry, mate. Yeah, the saddle, of course, from the bike. That's why my arse in bits. Sorry, Munchie. Sorry for putting you off your breakfast, pal. Peru would be ideal for West Ham. Yeah, mate, I think like any championship club would take Joe Peru in a heartbeat, but we've obviously heard come out of his camp that he doesn't want to go back to the championship, that he wants to stay at Leeds United firstly. That's what he said in his own words, and he wants to stay and fight for his place. Other than that, I think he'll probably want to go to a club that's, you know, playing European football. Rangers just looks like the move for him, doesn't it? I think for him to go up to Scotland, obviously with the 49ers link, you know, they're obviously going to be playing European football. He'll bang goals in up in Scotland. It looks like it would be the perfect move. We'll just have to see what happens. Something is telling me that I wouldn't be surprised out to still see him here when the transfer window closed, but I just hope he's not. And I know that's bad in saying that. Yeah, Peru will do a Meslier. You think Steele will sit it out and run down his contract? I think it's just something that we need to get better at as a football club. Is that I think we've obviously, when you look at the Harrison situation, you look at even what happened with Patrick Bamford as well, having to pay him off, Ilan Meslier going on a free. Like, these were players at one stage played in the Premier League for Leeds United. I think, didn't we get offered 20 million by Leicester for Jack Harrison and we turned that down? You look at that now and you're like, you know, we should have done it. Patrick Bamford at one stage when his stock was high, could we possibly moved him on a little bit earlier? Meslier, even last summer, you know, Laurent came in and offered, I think it was 3.5 million for Ilan Meslier last summer. Like, how Leeds didn't accept that and move him on last summer, I have no idea why. It was a strange move from the club, and then to let him go on a free then this summer, just, it didn't make sense. Then he says he could be told he's not getting minutes with the wages that he's on and he isn't getting that anywhere else. Yeah, fair, mate, but I think that's where the footballer in him should kick in, Danny, that he wants to play football. Like, I would like to think that any footballer, yes, the wages does have a lot to do with modern day football, but you want to play. You know, your years playing football is very, very short. So the years that you can, you think you would want to play. You'd want to be out there, you know, making memories, playing football as much as you possibly can, rather than sitting on a bench and just picking up a wage. That's my thinking of it. That's my look at it anyway. Vauber as well. Yeah, forgot Vauber moved on as well. A good chunk. I think Vauber was he on 60, 70 grand a week as well, Max Vauber? Something crazy. And then you'd obviously Jack Harrison on 90 grand as well. So we have done well so far with clearing the deck. And obviously Isaac Smith is gone as well. And I do think there will be a couple of more to follow suit. Derek says, really thought Gelhardt would make a good number 10. It's a pity. Yeah, mate, he did, especially when we were in the Premier League the last time, and he obviously scored the goal, wasn't it, against Norwich in the dying minutes of the game, and he obviously showed patches that season of the player that he could be, and it is disappointing what way he turned out, but maybe if he does move elsewhere, he can kind of reignite his career a little bit. He was brilliant. He was brilliant last year at Hull, and look for all the world that Hull would have bought him this year, but it looks like they were kind of holding out for a good price, and Birmingham came in now, so a fresh start for Gelhardt, I think, would be good for everybody. Dr. Cox says the board are too soft. I half agree and I half don't, Dr. Cox, with you, because I think a lot of obviously the contracts that we're still seeing now to date is still from the previous ownership, and it's still filtering through. And I think once that them contracts are gone, I think the 49ers then have full control. And we've always heard Daniel Fark saying the club need to be in control all the time of these contracts. And the year, obviously, when we went down to the championship and all the loan clauses were in there, Leeds hadn't got any say over this. They couldn't do anything about it. Players were, triggering their loan release clause and they were moving elsewhere. And obviously, again, it comes from the previous ownership and the likes of Jack Harrison being on 90 grand a week, Max Vober being on 60, 70 grand a week. It does come from the previous ownership, doesn't it? So hopefully, when them contracts do run out and they kind of move on, the club is going to be in a better place, and then we actually have a say over, what contracts we have in hand. European clubs can't afford the wages that we pay. Neither can Championship clubs. Only Premier League clubs can offer Pero's salary, and he's been pretty much proven he's not up for it. Yeah, good shout still. Exactly, it is. But the other side of it is as well. That's where I'm saying that you would hope that Joe Peru will turn around and go, I just want to go play football. And even he is going to take a cut in his wages. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll want to stay at Leeds, run down his contract, and go for a free next year. But the following season, then he's not going to get them wages either. So, and it kind of puts him a year, maybe 2 years, probably behind everyone else because he didn't play a lot of football last year. He's obviously not going to play a lot of football for Leeds this year, but it looks it. So you're talking 2 years without any regular football. It's harder then for any club to take a punt on you, I would think. Michael says Joffy lost all his power when he lost too much weight. Difficult to barge him off the ball. Yeah, he used to be so stocky and strong, very much like a Wayne Rooney type of build, wasn't he? Like big shoulders, broad, lovely player with his feet, Joe Gelhardt. And he lost a lot of weight then, didn't he, when he went to Hull? And to be fair, I actually didn't watch him too much when he was at Hull. I just obviously seen a lot of his goals and assists and how well he was doing there. It's a pity. It's a pity because he still is a young player, and I did think that one day, he could be like Leeds United striker. I think he's one of them. You don't kind of get players like Joe Gelhardt anymore, and I think it has just ran its course at Leeds United. It probably is best for all parties that he does move on, and I think he will this summer. Loads of Leeds fans there tonight. Great to see in Chicago. It was one game that I wanted to go for. I checked up flights to fly into Chicago the day before the game and fly out the following day, obviously after the game. And flights were 1,100 quid, 1,100 euros to fly in and out. It was absolutely mental. That was out any accommodation, without a match ticket, and obviously without any spending money. It was crazy. But I would have loved to go to Chicago to watch that game tonight. I'd say it'd be unbelievable. Border not soft. Players are employees with employment rights, says Xavier. Yeah, I think what Dr. Cox is saying, though, Xavier, is like, obviously, the board give their players them contracts, don't they? And kind of allow them to kind of force their hand, don't they, kind of down the road. So I think that's where Dr. Cox was coming from, that at times you can be a little bit too soft and kind of roll over to kind of player demands a little bit. But I believe with the 49ers, I believe they're a different kettle of fish now. We're not going to see loan release clauses. You might see a couple of release clauses to try and get some of the players coming in, but not the loan release clauses that we seen when we got relegated that time. Particularly any relegation release clauses. I don't think we'll see many of them. I believe the toughest part of the Leeds transfer window is offloading players that won't leave. Not too many left, but still a pain. Yeah, I agree with you, Derek. Absolutely agree with you 100%. And last summer, we were so bad at it. We were so bad. And you could probably look at it and say a lot of them players knew they were going up to the Premier League. They were obviously going to get an increase in wages or bonuses, after getting promoted from the Championship. So that's when you had the likes of Melier, Joel Peru, all them that we probably knew weren't going to make it in the Premier League. We're happy enough to kind of stay on and pick up that Premier League wage packet. So, yeah. Both sides are just getting ready to come out here now at Soldier Field Stadium. So we get the timer ready to rock. Get them score predictions as well in the comment section as well, guys. We'll read a couple out before we do get going. That was a quick half an hour. The half an hour ran away from me there with all the yapping we were doing. Players are coming out now on my coverage. Yeah, they're coming out here for me now, mate. Can't wait to see you lose at Crow Park. Thanks. Obviously, I'm a Manchester United fan, but it's good to see you in here on the Leeds channel, mate. Zion Fleming is someone that Leeds should go for. Yeah, there has been rumours about it, hasn't there? There has been rumours about him coming to Leeds, so we'll see. Dillo says he's going 4-2 to Leeds. Whoa, that's a high-scoring game. Danny says 2-2 or 3-1 Liverpool. I hope not. Ken Jarvis is here. He says, good evening, Darren. Evening, Ken. Good to see you in the building, pal. Let us know them score predictions, mate. Leeds are wearing the home shirt tonight. There was a couple of rumours going around that they might wear their third kit and unveil it tonight when actually playing against Liverpool, but they're not. It is the home kit that we're wearing tonight against Liverpool, and Liverpool are in their all-red kit. Right, let's get ready for kickoff. Last game of the pre-season tour for Leeds United. Let's run through the starting 11 there before we get going. Cairns and goals, Jaden Bogle, James Justin, Joe Rodon, Tariq Maharmovic, and Gabby Goodmunson. Ethan Ampadu, Autanake, Anton Stack, Dan James, and Lucas Mecha is your starting 11. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is back on the bench, and Brendan Aronson, he is back in the squad. And no Huckabee all tonight. Have to support the family with a view here and there. I don't know what you mean. Darren, look in the WhatsApp group regarding Trafford. Have we got news about Trafford, lads? Oh, Danny. What's the news about Trafford? I don't know, Danny. I can't see it. Let us know, Danny, what it says in the WhatsApp group there. There's loads of messages in there. I haven't really got time to go through them, pal. Let us know. So Trafford announcement anticipated within 72 hours then. That's what it is. Happy days. Happy days, lads. That's all we wanted to hear, isn't it? That, you know, that we were on the road to getting it done. So if it is 72 hours, happy days. Martin Nolan says our strongest team to start so far. Yeah, I would think so, mate. I would agree with you there with that. Definitely agree with you there. Looks like we're a little bit late again for kickoff. That's all three preseason games we've been late for kickoff. 9:05. Ah, Leon, I didn't know it was you, mate. Good to see you in here, pal. Jason O'Keefe says Trafford in by Tuesday. Yeah, that's good news, lads. Really, really good news, isn't it? Happy days. What channel is the game on? It's on LUTV, mate. It is behind the paywall. It's £5 for it tonight, or about €6 I think I pay for it with the exchange rate. But it is on LUTV tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think it's on any other channel. I did check Premier Sports and all that, but I think it is just LUTV, unfortunately, mate. Josh McCarthy says, praying for an Isak Vert masterclass. They're going to get absolutely battered by Tariq Maharmovic tonight, mate. Just me, or have all the pitches we've started on look terrible? Yeah, mate, they're going to, aren't they? I think it was in Soldier Field Stadium. Is it who plays in that? Chicago. It's definitely their American football team, isn't it? Can't think. It's not Chicago. I was gonna say Chicago Bulls, but it's not. Can't think. Yeah, I know it isn't an American football stadium, so I'd imagine the pitch is not gonna be in great nick. Or yeah, LFC. I wouldn't be watching on LUSC now, Danny. Not for me. LUTV all the way. Chicago Bulls. Is it the Bulls? Yeah. I thought that was the basketball team. We're very late again. 6 minutes past. We're just about to tip off here now. Yeah, so Leeds to tip off. Tanaka to get us underway. Yeah, the pitch looks horrendous. Come on, lads. Get it going. Leeds about to tip off, but Florian Wirtz's a little bit too eager. We're underway, eventually. Alex Kearns goes long, straight up towards Lucas Mecha. Yeah, the pitch does not look great at all, lads, does it? Imagine to be a few slipping and sliding all over the place on this one. Chicago Fire play at Soldier Field Stadium. It's that team. That's the American football team, isn't it? And the Bulls, the basketball team. I'm really sure. Oh, I'm not really big up on me American sports, lads. To tell you the truth. Same, mute the shit out of that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm watching on LFC Fire Stick muted, of course. Yeah, don't be listening to that. Be very Liverpool dominant, don't they? So throwing the Leeds. Looks like we're going to get a long one from Ampadu here. Yeah, lads, the home kit is growing on me, I have to say. Actually, I do like it. It looks a lot better on the players. Go on. Chance. Oh, Gabby was smashed in the edge of the area by Florian Wirtz. Ref. Gabby tried to take it down right at the edge of the 18-yard box. Florian Wirtz came out and just smashed straight into Gabby Goodmunson. He's holding his back. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Hopefully he's alright, Gabby. It was a big collision there. The ref took a while to stop it as well. Just showing the replay over here. So it was a long throw in by Ampadu. It was a flick on by Joe Rodon. Headed away. Gabby went to strike it. Yeah, Florian Wirtz came out, tried to block it. It's a bit more of a coming together, but Gabby does land on his back. Hopefully he's alright. Stephen Bourne says Jersey is actually lovely. Yeah. Well, it is. It's alright. It's alright. I wouldn't say it's lovely. It's grand. It'll do. But this doesn't look good here for Gabby Goodmunson, lads. He is still down, receiving a bit of treatment. Bit of a coming together with him and Florian Wirtz. It's the last thing we want Gabby Goodmunson out, isn't it? He'll definitely need to put a name and a number on that shirt to break up the lines. I don't do it anymore, mate. I used to always, obviously, as a kid, get players' names and numbers on the back of the jersey, but I don't do it anymore at all. Obviously, just the way football has gone, it was always you'd get a player's name on the shirt and they'd leave the next year. I remember there was 2 years in a row. I remember I got Johnny House and he left. Got Becchio, he left, and I was like, after that, I was like, nah, I'm not doing it anymore. Then kind of ruins the jersey, then doesn't it? When they leave and you're still rocking around in it, so yeah. Definitely looks like we need a left back. That looks serious, says Stu. We definitely need left back cover for Gabby, and like that shows it there again. Like young Jaden Loyney, like he's looked okay, but is he gonna be the fill in for Leeds United going into the season? I don't think so. We definitely need left back cover for Gabby. You can see he's missed in the first preseason game against Wrexham when Gabby wasn't there. He offers so much down that left hand side for us. Andy Rowe is in the building. He says stronger lineup. It is a stronger lineup, mate. It was just said there in the chat that it's definitely, I think it was Martin Nolan who said it. It's definitely been our strongest lineup of the preseason so far. Scott is here. Big up, Scott. Says, evening, Darren and the chat. Let's hope the transfer business kicks in next week. Yeah, well, what the lads were just telling me there in the chat, there's a bit of news that James Trafford could be announced in the next 72 hours. Fantastic news, that is. So we're just about to get back on the way here now. Gabby was down there for a long time. So it looks like it's going to be a hot ball, I think. Or is he giving possession back to Leeds here? Yeah, so they're giving possession back to Leeds, back to Ampadu. So we're back on the way here now. So Gabby was down for about 3 minutes there, receiving a bit of treatment. So it looks like while Gabby has gone off, we're gone to a back four. So James Justin has came over. Yeah, James Justin has came over to left back to fill in for Gabby. So we're going to a back four at the minute while Gabby is off. Alex Kieran's happy there to slow it right down. Well done, good ball forward. Flick on by Anton Stack. Go on, give it to him. Good ball, Bogle. Go on, Tanaka. Needs a hand. Give him a hand. Throw to Leeds. Stephen says, absolutely need a left back. We're not the same without him. Not at all, man. Not at all. I love Gabby, and what a steal. What a steal Gabby Goodmunson was for £10 million. But we do. We definitely need cover for him just in case. It was a couple of times he was out last season, wasn't he? Picked up a few injuries. Going to get a long throw from Ampadu here. It's a good one. It's causing a little bit of chaos, that long throw in. But Liverpool are on the break here with Isak. Leeds are getting back in numbers, though. Still Isak. Ball forward towards Frimpong. Blocked. Going to be corner kick. Corner kick to Liverpool. Went out off Joe Rodon. Just showed Liverpool there on the break with a little bit of pace. With Isak and Frimpong on the right-hand side. Not a bad start, though. It's been alright. Is Gabby back in? Not just yet, Dylan. I'm hoping in that break and play there we'll see him coming back in here now. But he hasn't came back in just yet. It's corner to Liverpool. Supposedly is going to take it. I don't see Gabby back on yet. Anyway, corner in. Supposedly. Oh, man. 1-0 Liverpool. What a bad goal to give away. It was a poor corner into the box from Supposedly. I don't know what happened, but it looks like the Leeds, we were just absolutely asleep. And it's the easiest goal you'll see in your life. 1-0 Liverpool. Bad defending. Bad defending from Leeds United. Showing the replay over here. Just flicked into the middle of the area. Nobody marking him whatsoever. I think it was Kirkes that got the flick behind him. But look, there's still nobody marking at the back post. So easy. Such a poor goal to give away that from Leeds United. Need to be better there. Need to be better than in set pieces. Luke Chambers is the one to get the goal for Liverpool. 7 minutes in. What a bad start again. Stephen Bourne says, such a shit goal to give away. I'm with you, mate. Really bad defending. I'm just asleep. Absolutely asleep when the corner came in. Far too easy. All cop ball watching. Here's Wirtz. A little push in the back there from Wirtz on Tanakis. It's going to be free to Leeds. Yeah, Danny has it there. Bad goal to give away. It was, mate. Have we got Gabby back in yet? Go on, Bogle. That's a good ball. Go on, DJ. Bit too long. Runs into it. I think it's Woodburn in goal, is it? Or Woodman, isn't it, for Liverpool that's in goals? Jason O'Keefe has their shite defending. It just fell asleep, mate. Absolutely fell asleep from the corner. Really poor. Yeah, Gabby is back in there now, lads. Just after seeing him there. So Leeds United back to 11. Do we have a new guy playing Ampadu? Just kidding you, Darren. I don't know what you mean, mate. Ball back with Kearns. Liverpool seem to be pressing us up a little bit higher. Yeah, they are. They're pressing. They're trying not to let Leeds out. Kind of forcing us to go a little bit long towards Meche. I think Kearns can just move it a bit quicker when it does come back to him, just so we can get out a bit quicker. I think Kearns is slowing it down, and it's giving Liverpool a chance to kind of set into their press. Leeds need to move it a little bit quicker here. Gone long again to Lucas Meche. When's the flick on? Yeah, Stu says Gabby's back on there. Yeah, took him a while to come back on, but he is back on. Tanaka. Go on, lay it off. Go on, Stack. Oh, gives it away. Liverpool have it back. Bit scrappy in midfield. Danito says it there. Sloppy goal. Yeah, it was. It was a poor, poor goal to give away. Darren, he's on about how you spelled Tampadu. I didn't even know it was mate. Sorry, mate. I'll change that. Cause now you've picked it out to me. Now my OCD will be at me now. I'm gonna have to change it. Where is he? Ampadu, Ampadu. There he is. Go on, DJ. Referee. Free into Leeds. Ampadu. There we go. Let's change there now. Yeah, Sabozlai threw the back at DJ there. So chance for Leeds to put a decent ball on the box here. I'm surprised he didn't start with Harry Wilson. I would have liked to see Harry Wilson in for DJ. Would have been a nice two behind Lucas Meche if you had Stack and Harry Wilson. Pitch looks like a golf course. Yeah, it doesn't look great at all, mate. It doesn't look great at all. Anton Stack with the free kick. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. The poor free kick from Stack. Far too much height on it. Come Liverpool now. Leeds have a lot of bodies back behind the ball here. Got back fairly quick. Smash a like and subscribe, says Danny. Please do so. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. 70 watching. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Fring Pong for Liverpool. It's into Isak. Oh, trying to play a little 1-2 there. Leeds have everybody back. All 11 are back behind the ball now. Offside. Offside for Liverpool, yeah. Fring Pong, that was offside. Shock and free, you'd expect better. Yeah, especially from Stack, Jason. Wouldn't you expect someone of his quality? We know what type of ball he can deliver into the box. It was a poor one. Didn't even give our players a chance to get on the end of it. Long enough to match it. Oh, go on, go on. Leeds have a back. Lucas Meche. Go on. Pass it. Oh. Throw into Leeds. It was better ball there from Lucas Meche. We could have Bogle in behind. I think Liverpool were looking for a free kick, but it definitely wasn't. Oh, they have a back here now again. Hit him. Good tackle, Maharmovic. Well done. Just reads the game so well, Tariq Maharmovic, doesn't he? Looks like a fantastic sign. I know it's still early doors, but he looks really, really good. So Rodon is the centre of the back three there. It's a poor ball from Joe Rodon. Gives it away. Isak. He's got a ball in behind. Maharmovic reads it though. Yeah, brilliant. He's excellent. Yeah, Maharmovic is brilliant. His reading of the game is so good. Definitely, we've got a gem in him. We really have. Headed out by Lucas Meche and we throw into Liverpool. It's a bit kind of sloppy this game, isn't it, so far? So I'm actually, they're showing a replay here of Bogle delivering the ball into the box. A header from Meche, and it's a good save from the keeper, but they were obviously just showing a replay there. So we missed it in real time. But Lucas Meche had a great opportunity there for Leeds. It's a good save. Good ball into the box from Jaden Bogle, so that's better. Leeds have got no strikers at all this transfer talk. Yeah, I do think we'll still get a striker though. I think it'll be one of them that'll just pop up out of nowhere and we'll get a striker. I'm not panicking yet. Oh, it's a poor. Our passing has been so sloppy. Opening 15, our passing has been really poor. Throwing to Liverpool, I think it was Tanaka there with a poor pass, knocks it out of play. He'll get even better once he gels into the side and includes Trafford. Yeah, I agree, mate. That's obviously about Maharmovic. I agree, pal. Danny says, good chance, Mecha. Was it just me? We didn't show it in real time. I think they were showing a replay or something, so we actually didn't see the Mecha chance in real time, but they did show a replay of it there. Obviously, I have the commentary turned down, so I didn't hear what happened, but I definitely didn't see it in real time. Chance here again for Liverpool. Corquez tries to deliver. Tanaka heads it away. It's just coming straight back at us, isn't it? It needs to stick when it goes up to Mecha. Oh, lovely feet. I think it was Engamoa, was it? Corquez cross blocked by Bogle. Oh, Cairns got a hand to it. It was a good chance there from Liverpool. Strike. Cairns saves down to his left-hand side. Leeds are struggling. We're struggling to get out here. Lovely feet from Engamoa. Just he left Tanaka on his arse. 2-3 step overs. Tanaka went down and he went the other way. Lovely feet from Engamoa. How's DJ getting on, bro? He hasn't really had a lot of it, to be fair. Cross it, Gabby. Cross it. Oh, blocked away. That was a good chance there from Leeds. Gabby was gone down the left-hand side. Tried to cross it. It was blocked away. Dara says, hi, Liverpool FC. Good seeing you in here if you are a Liverpool fan. Tanaka has been poor so far in this pre-season. Not his usual standard DB4. He was okay against Sunderland. Obviously, he won the dispossession for a goal, didn't he, for Metch's goal? But he's been a little bit sloppy here in the opening 15, 16 minutes of this game. It's corner to Leeds, though. Stack is going to take it. Let's hope we can make something of it. Headed away. Nobody there. So Bosley with an easy header away. Bolin says, come on, Leeds. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Not the best of starts from us now, to be fair. Ball back with Cairns. We're struggling a little bit to break through Liverpool press, and it's forcing us to go long all the time. Bogle wins the header there, but we're just giving possession straight back to Liverpool. There's a big hold in Leeds United when DCL isn't playing. I agree with you still. Particularly when the ball goes forward to Lucas Mecha there. It needs to stick to try and bring others up. Liverpool are forcing us to go long with their press. So when it goes up there, Mecha needs to try and hold it up. Oh, Leeds have it back. It was a poor kick out. It's Bogle. Oh, Bogle gives it away. He had Gabby off to his left and he gives it away. So Bosley, Tanaka's trying to get back. Go on, Tanaka. Go on, stick with him. So Bosley still has a cuts back inside to Verts. Frimpong. It's too easy. They're like just running it. Verts just runs off the back of Maharmovic and Ethan Ampadu there. It's far too easy. The marking from Leeds has been poor for the goal, and Liverpool players are just running off the back of us. That's so easy there from Florian Wirtz. He just one run off the back and nobody tracks him. Ampadu does well. Then we dispossessed Frimpong when he was in the box. Cairns, ooh, the Ampadu. Oh. Cairns gives it out to Ampadu. He's under a bit of pressure. Ampadu tries to lay it off first time. Joe rode on with a poor touch. It's a throw into Liverpool. It's been a sloppy start from Leeds the opening 20 minutes. It hasn't been good enough, if we're going to be completely honest. Yes, Theo, you have it there. Poor man. Cairns, what he's doing, really sloppy. Look, Ampadu was under so much pressure there, and Liverpool are pushing Leeds back. Like, Liverpool are pressing up high here, so Cairns tries to go out to Ampadu, and he's under so much pressure there. Even if he turns, he's 3 Liverpool players around him. Liverpool have it back here. Verts cuts inside to Isak. Tanaka again, nearly caught on it. Match a bundle over. Surely that's a free to Leeds. It is. Gives Leeds a little bit of a breather. It's been all Liverpool the last 5 minutes, and it looks like they could go get a second. It's been sloppy from Leeds. We've been poor in possession, giving it away far too easy. Corrin says, "Hi mate, hey pal. Hope you're keeping well, brother." Yeah, so free kick to Leeds. Maharmovic to take it. Give it away. There's nobody there. Suppose Lloyd's forced all the way back by Tanaka. Oh, free kick to Liverpool. Giving away Jaden Bogle. What do you think of the start, lads? Hasn't been the best of starts from Leeds whatsoever. Stu says we look really bad at the black. We look really bad at the back. Think it might be lack of confidence with Kearns. Don't like criticising him. He is, mate, and you can see there, like, even some of his balls forward to Lucas Meche, like, aren't good enough. They're not hitting where they should be, and then again a few minutes ago trying to hit Ampadu when there's so many players around them. I don't know. I think it's a lot more to do with Liverpool pressing Leeds up high out. They're not letting Leeds out whatsoever, and Leeds are struggling to play out. Is Mills and Wilson on the bench? They are, mate, yeah. I would have liked to see Harry Wilson start. It's just to see a little bit more quality from him. I'm sure we will see him the second half, but I think if Wilson had started but alongside Anton Stack there, you would have said that's probably Leeds United's, near enough to their starting 11. What is Kearns doing here? I have no idea what Alex Kearns is doing. The dodgy throw out, and then the ball comes back to him. He tries to get rid of it his left foot, and he scoops it up in the air. He has it back here now at his feet, but Alex Kearns has been, oh my God, he's been a little bit dodgy. He tried to roll it out to Maharmovic, and it gave me Karius. Remember Karius for Liverpool in the Champions League final against Real Madrid? When Benzema nicked it off him, it was very nearly them vibes there. Go on, win it. Well done, roll on. We can't really seem to get Stack and James on it at all. We can't get out. We're back with Kearns here again. Goes long, flicked on by Stack, looking for Meche. Go on, Meche. Cleared away. Kearns, he's doing his best to make us look like we are a man down. He's just been a little bit ropey when it's gone back to him. It's nice football there from Leeds, so that's better. As soon as I said it, Stack tried to play one towards Lucas Meche, but it was a loose one. Nice bit of play there, though, in midfield, though. Kearns should have just retired. We don't speak of Karius anymore. Yeah, well, that's them vibes. That's what was giving me there when Kearns was about to throw it out, and when Benzema nicked it off him from the throw. He was very lucky there, Alex Kearns. Then the ball came back to him then, and he just, gets right underneath it, straight up in the air. We have to stop with this long ball. We're giving it straight back to them, says Jason O'Keefe. I think it's a catch-22 though, Jason, because Liverpool are playing so high, penning Leeds in, and it's very hard to play through them, so Leeds are forced to go long. Here comes Frimpong. What a run that is. I think that's going to be a foul. It is. Tanaka brings Frimpong down. What a run. Yeah, it's a yellow card for out Tanaka as well. He hasn't had the best 25 minutes, has he? Was Maharmovic who got the yellow card? Yeah, no, it is Tanaka. LUTV was showing Maharmovic there, but yeah, Tanaka was pulling out the short to Frimpong and pulls him down. Yellow card. Had to leg it off there for a few minutes, but my sister said to ask about the munchie box. You ask Dillo about the munchie box. He knows all about munchie boxes. I wouldn't know too much about them. So free kick to Liverpool. Suppose Lloyd to take it. Headed away. Boy Ampadu, he's free. Rio Engamo is free at the edge of the box. What is Leeds United's marking? We're not picking up Liverpool players at all. It's caught ball watching. Tanaka, go back. Well done, Ampadu, done well there. Tanaka, nice one inside to Stack. Our passing is all over. What is out Tanaka doing? Go on, move it better. Go on, Justin. Meche, he needs support. Go on, DJ. A chance here now from Leeds. Go on, DJ. Into Gabby. Oh, go on, chance. Go on, give it off. Pass it. Strike. Oh! Just past the post from Lucas Meche. Better. Look, we got a little bit lucky in the build-up between DJ and Gabby Goodmunson. DJ played a bit of a sloppy ball inside to Gabby, but it got to Lucas Meche. Nice turn. Lucas Meche, he's unlucky. Strike looks like it went between the legs, but just dragged up past the post. It was a good chance. Good chance from Leeds. Our first real chance of the game. Oh, Liverpool could be in here. Liverpool could be in. 3 versus 4. Isak, it's a lovely touch from Isak. Well done, Joe Rodon. What a tackle that is from Joe Rodon. Timed to perfection. If he gets that wrong, it's a penalty to Liverpool, but it's a great tackle from Joe Rodon. Liverpool hitting us on the break there straight away. It was 3v4. Leeds did have the extra man, but it's a brilliant tackle from Joe Rodon. Unlucky there. Quicker passing would have helped. Yeah, hopefully we can start to grow into it now a little bit. Don't concede another one. Stand them up, Bogle. No cross. Yeah, Stephen has it there. Brilliant. Rodon, fucking love him. And then Michael says, Rodon, good recovery as usual. Brilliant, because if he gets that wrong, Isak is going down. It's a penalty to Liverpool. It was timed to perfection. Great tackle. Boland says, I like Tanaka. I like Tanaka as well, mate, but some of his performances lately haven't been great. He hasn't been the best in the opening half an hour of this, and he's obviously picked up a yellow card as well. So he's going to have to be careful out, Tanaka. You might see him make way at half time, maybe, for the Longstaff. Smash that like button if you haven't already done so. 83 people watching. Hit that like button for me, guys. Really helps us out. Sterling says, I love Tanaka, but not good enough to start. I think like he shows quality though, doesn't he? It's just he needs to get that consistency into his game. I think it's just more of a mental thing with Tanaka. I think it's a confidence thing with him, isn't it? That he always seems to lack a lot of confidence and belief in his own ability and his own game. Here come Liverpool with Wirtz. Oh, it's a brilliant ball from Florian Wirtz. Joe Rodon again. What a tackle that is from Joe Rodon. It's a brilliant ball from Florian Wirtz in behind. Cuts the Leeds United defence open. He's looking for Rio Engamoa. And it's a brilliant tackle from Joe Rodon. I think he's hurt himself, though. He's holding the ankle, Joe Rodon. He might have been offside, Engamoa. But again, it's Liverpool players running off the back. Leeds have been caught ball watching all game. And Liverpool are just making the run off the back of them. We need to be marking better than what we have been. Yeah, a lot of praise there for Rodon. Stephen Bourne says Rodon class again. Martin Nolan says Rodon strikes again. Brilliant tackle. Mention his name and he kicks the ball straight up play, yeah. It's always the course, isn't it? As soon as you go to look praise anybody or anything like that. Oh, it's a good touch. That's a good touch. Go on, Tanaka. Oh, Sabozloi just... Yeah, too strong for Tanaka there. Sabozloi gets in, nips it off him. Frimpong for Liverpool. Go on, well done, Gabby. Good pressure, Gabby. Lovely play from Isak. Here come Liverpool again. Again, this Kirk is running off the back. Like we're just not tracking our runners whatsoever. At all. In the first half an hour, like I've actually lost count the amount of times Liverpool players have ran off the back of us. We're constantly being caught ball watching here. They're gonna punish it. I know they are. Tanaka eased off the ball like a kid, yeah. Far too easy, wasn't it? So 1-0 Liverpool, approaching a half an hour to go. Half an hour gone, sorry, not to go. Go on, Bogle. Oh, here come Liverpool. With Wirtz. Towards the Bosley. Oh, well done. Rode on again. Timed the interception, because if that ball was in behind, Isak was in. Wirtz. It's a bit of space there from Florian Wirtz again. It's too easy from Leeds. I'm sure Daniel Fark has to be saying this at half time. The marking has been poor, and the runner's off us. Liverpool will punish us if we keep doing that. Rust, I suppose that it's pre-season, best to get this out of the system. I wouldn't say it's really rust anymore, mate. Look, they're still gelling together, still getting back into it, but I think I wouldn't call it letting your man run off the back of your rust. Do you know what I mean? It's lapse in concentration. It's poor. It's poor from Leeds. Cross in. Ball right to the back post. Go on, Gabby. Well done, Gabby. Good pressure. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Ball in towards Isak. He's in the 18-yard box. Oh, that's a good ball. Get it out. Out. Come on, Leeds. Rodon playing his way into a transfer to Liverpool. Rodon's been brilliant, Adzer. Oh, that's a free kick. That's a free kick. Jaden Bogle takes down Engamoa. Free kick every day of the week. Lucas Mecha has it nicked back off me. It's too easy there, Lucas Mecha. For the size of the man, he goes down far too easy. Yeah, and then Engamo just lips it over Jaden Bogle to free and he's lucky. He could have been right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Could have very nearly been a penalty to Liverpool. I suspect we will see DCL Longstaff transfer to Liverpool. No. Where are we? Stephen Bourne says it's being poor. Honestly, has Stack touched the ball? Yeah, a few times. Gabby's down here again, lads. Gabby's going to have to go off. He's holding his hamstring. Yeah, he's holding his right hamstring. Gabby Goodmunson. You're not even going to risk it. Yeah, Sebastian Bornell was going to come on for Gabby Goodmunson. So, from bad to worse for Leeds United. Not good news at all. So I'd imagine we'll see James Justin go to left wing back and then Bornell will go to right centre back. Yeah, they're just testing out the hamstring there on Gabby, but they're not going to risk him. Gabby has gone down. Hope it's not from the earlier channels. I don't think it's from the earlier one. I think he obviously got the bang in the back on the earlier one. It looks more like he's holding his hamstring there, Michael. Yeah, Mick Doyle has it there. Goodmunson gone off injured. Has James touched the ball? Very little, mate. Very little. I'd actually be interested to see how many times between James, Stack and Metch have actually touched the ball in the first half. Yeah, Jason O'Keefe has it there. Gabby gone, hamstring. Not good, not good. But I'd imagine it'd be James Justin into left wing back and then Bornell then will go to right centre back. The only good thing is there from Gabby, he is walking, so at least he's not, he doesn't need a stretcher or anything like that. So, but once you do your hamstring, it's 2 to 4 weeks minimum, isn't it? So, God knows how many games Gabby will miss now the rest of the pre-season. Free kick to Liverpool. So Bosley is going to whip it in. Straight at the wall. Poor free kick from Sabozloy, but he gets a second bite at it. Get it out. Well done, Maharmovic. The Verts Leeds need to get out. Why are we sitting so deep? Get out. Big up to me pal Jambo, 18 months a member of LeedsBros. That's class, mate. Nearly for as long as we've been doing the channel. He says Gabby picks up knocks a lot, doesn't he? He does, mate. And you know what? I was literally just saying that. I said for the amount of injuries that he picked up last year, little niggles and knocks. He wasn't out for too long, but there was always a game here or there that he missed, and I'm sure that's go on DJ. Go on DJ. Bogle's gone. Get your cross, corner kick to Leeds. That's better. That's better. Sterling says fuck you. My God, man. Because we're losing a pre-season game to Liverpool 1-0. You're mad, mate. You're mad. Maybe playing too much football over the tunnel hasn't helped Gabby. That's it, Danny. That's what happens, doesn't it, as World Cup year? And it won't only be Leeds. You'll see it right across the Premier League. All them players that have gone to the World Cup, you'll see them all picking up knocks through the season. It's far too much football for them. So little recovery time. Stack. Chance headed by Bornell. He's unlucky. I think Bornell headed it onto... Was it onto Ampadu's head? It was a good ball in from Stack. Good header from Bornell. But it's going to be a goal kick to Liverpool. Who did Bornell hit? Yeah. Hit the top of Ampadu's head. Looked like it was goal bound. Go on, Ampadu. Liverpool have it back with Wirtz. There's a bit of space to run in there. Ngamoa now for Liverpool. Jesus Christ. Flash right across the box there. Any touch whatsoever. It's 2-0 Liverpool. Ngamoa just, turned Jaden Bogle inside out there. Bogle didn't know what was happening. What a player that Ngamoa is, by the way. 2 or 3 step overs and Jaden Bogle didn't know where he was going. Where's our midfield? DF has to got to sort it out. Here's Ngamoa again. Doubling up on him now. Stack and Bogle both doubling up on Ngamoa. Here he is again. Well done, Stack. Leeds have it back. Mecha gives it away. It's too easy. Far too easy from Leeds. Rio could have done with him for England instead of Madueke. Yeah, I like Ngamoa. I really do. I don't think he got as much game time under Arne Slot than what he should have last year for Liverpool, but I do like Ngamoa. I think he'll be brilliant under Iriola this season. I really do. And I think he can play off the right as well, can't he? He's comfortable going off the right and the left, so he is a baller. He's a very, very good player, to be fair to him. He's given Jaden Bogle a hard time over here the first half anyway. Stephen said, we just don't have an outlet, no one to make it stick, but besides that, we have been poor. Yeah. I wonder, though, with obviously Calvert-Lewin missing the first 2 games of pre-season, he obviously hasn't trained at full intensity either. If he has been out injured, I don't think we'll see Dominic Calvert-Lewin at half-time either. I think you'll probably get him towards the end, the last 10, 15 minutes maybe. I'll be very surprised to see DCL come on at half-time. But again, it just reinforces from a Leeds point of view is that we just don't have enough options in that attacking area. We really don't. Tanaka go easy there. He wins it back well, though. Here's Stack. Kirkes wins it back. Stack is looking for the free kick, but the ref isn't interested. Liverpool are coming again. Ngamoa, it's a good ball inside to Isak. Wirtz. Oh, Frimpong across the box. Get it out. 2-0 Liverpool. It fucking horrendous defending from Leeds United. Fuck me. Florian Wirtz with the goal. It's one simple ball across the box. Frimpong knocks it back across. And again, nobody tracking the runner. Wirtz arrives into the box and taps it into an empty net. Fuck me. What are we doing? Why aren't we not picking him up there? He just runs off the man. Into the box, free as a bird. Cairns hasn't got a prayer there. 2-0 Liverpool, and it's nothing less than what we deserve. It's so poor from Leeds. My God. My God. Yeah, Stephen has it there. It was coming. It was, Theo. And again, he kept saying about not tracking our runners and men running off the back of us. Like, how was Florian Wirtz allowed drive in the box there with nobody marking him? And it's an easy ball back from Frimpong. Just one little cushion down. Flick ball across the box, cushion down, and Wirtz arrives. Ampadu is down here now as well, getting his knee inspected. Fuck me, man. Bad to worse than Leeds United. It looks like Ampadu is struggling here now as well. Doesn't look good from Ampadu here whatsoever. Checking that left knee. It's such a bad goal. They're just showing the replay there to give away. Like, it's one crossfield ball. Frimpong cushions it down and Wirtz just arrives. Nobody marking him whatsoever. Again, and Leeds have been doing it the whole first half, just being caught ball watching, not tracking runners in behind us, not man marking. And we deserve it. We deserve to be 2-0 down. Let's get into some of your comments. Fark is pissed off. Yeah, just seeing Fark's reaction there. I don't know if Ampadu is going to come off now. He is walking Ampadu towards the touchline, so I don't know if they're going to make the sub. The way I see it, if he's struggling, even at 1% Ampadu, take him off. There's no sense of even risking it. Back on the way again. Back to Alex Kearns. I just hope this isn't a hammer, and I hope Leeds don't get hammered here today, because it'll just be a massive blow to the confidence. But the way it's going, honestly, the way it's going, like it looks like it's going to be, because Leeds haven't offered nothing in this first half whatsoever. It's been really, really poor. And the other side of it, it isn't even Liverpool's strongest starting 11, and this is close to being Leeds United's strongest starting 11. So I don't want to hear this thing, oh, it's only pre-season and that. Liverpool do have obviously some of their best players out there, but there's a lot of young lads out there for Liverpool tonight, and this is nearly Leeds United's strongest starting 11. Too easy. We need 2 or 3 new faces to put the squad under the threat for their positions. Looks like they're on holiday. Yeah. Yeah, agree with you, Michael. You can see it, though. You can see the difference in quality. Like Wirtz, Isak, Szoboszlai getting on it. Even Frimpong, you can see the quality that they have. Half time, you'll see Aronson, Longstaff, and Wilson. Here comes Engamoa again. Jaden Bogle can't get anywhere near Rio Engamoa. Kirkes, Wirtz. Oh, what a ball that is from Florian Wirtz. What is Ethan Ampadu doing? Tanaka's nearly caught with it as well. Honest to God, lads, like, we look like we haven't kicked the ball in our life here. Stack a little bit more on it to Lucas Meche. Go back. Dan James. Tanaka, it's a good ball from Tanaka. Get it across. Stack, he does. Nobody there. Liverpool come away with it. Looked a little promising, but the poor ball across from Stack. Stu says, I've got no idea what the commentators are saying because my stream is in Japanese. But we look shy. Yeah, that's probably basically they're saying that. Leeds have been shy. Bogle, cross, blocked away. Go on, Bogle. Oh. And what's going on? Engamoa with good feet there. He's gone down, but ref doesn't give the free kick. Get out of play. Throw into Leeds on the opposite side. It was lovely feet from Engamoa, but it definitely wasn't a free kick. 4 minutes added on in the first half. Throw into Leeds. Yeah, Anto Garland says handball. It looked like a handball, Anto, but the ref didn't give it. Saver says Wilson, DCL, Okafor, Bial, Trafford, 5 are missing from our starting 11. We're still fairly strong though, Saver, to be honest with you. We're a lot stronger than Liverpool's team. If we're honest with ourselves. Ampadu one around the corner to Stack. Good, that's better from Leeds. Stack out to DJ. Go on, Dan James. Comes inside, go on. Oh, tries to get Meche away, cleared away. Handball. Go on, Stack, have a shot. Strikes it. Oh, good save. Forces save from the keeper. First time Leeds have actually really tested the keeper in the first half. Justin gives it away, then out come Liverpool again. It was a good strike from Anton Stack. Sean Daly says, missed the first half. What happened to Goodmunson? Well, he had a bang early on. He fell back on his back, and then it looked like he's after doing his right hamstring, mate. He was holding his right hamstring as he went down. Now, he did walk off, but he's gone off. Sebastian Bornell was on now. Liverpool just happy to knock it about here, trying to suck Leeds out. Lads, is it just been me, or has Ampadu been a bit poor? I don't think he's been great whatsoever. Tell you what, lads, Engamoa is absolutely torturing our right-hand side. Frimpong to Szoboszlai. What a ball. What a fucking ball. Over the top. That's some ball from Dominic Szoboszlai. It was Kirkes at the back post. He wants a corner, but it's going to be a goal kick to Leeds. Longstaff was brilliant against Sunderland. Get him in. I think we do. I think we need a change in midfield because at the moment our midfield has been non-existent. Yeah, it looks like it came off Kirkes. Definitely a goal kick. Szoboszlai with a free header in the middle of the park, lad. It's too easy, lads. Pre-season or not, man, you still need to work hard. Like it's so easy for Liverpool. Come on, Meche. Fuck me, man. Use your body. Come on, Stack. Tries to cut inside. Liverpool have it back. Go on. Lovely. Corner kick to Leeds. Leeds struggling with Pool high press. Time for Farke's favourite 4-3-3 with the wide. Give us a way out. Let's see what he changes at half time. Hopefully Farke realises after this game that we're still way off in terms of squad depth and quality, says Sean Daly. I agree, mate. I agree. It reinforces how far we're still off it. Corner to Leeds, though. Hopefully we get one back. Stack to deliver. Up goes Rodon. Headed away. Go on, DJ. Oh. Now, the half-time whistle. Yeah, there goes the half-time whistle. So, 2-0 to Liverpool at half-time. Get them half-time thoughts in. Let reset the timer there before we get stuck into it. Yeah, where to start in that first half? A poor half from Leeds United all round, and I know. Look, again, a lot of people say it's only pre-season, don't worry about it. But it's the little things, it's the simple things that Leeds aren't doing well. The 5-yard passing has been really poor. We keep giving it away. Tanaka has been guilty of it a lot as well. Ampadu hasn't been fantastic, if we're going to be honest with ourselves. And letting the Liverpool players run off the back of us. The man marking has been really poor from Leeds, and Liverpool punished us with the second goal that Wirtz got. arrives in the box, nobody marking him, and he's able to tap it into the net, and Kearns hasn't got a chance. So 2-0 to Liverpool, and if we're honest with ourselves, they deserve it. Leeds have done very little that first half. Stack from long range, a little header from Lucas Mecha, but other than that, Leeds have created very, very little. To be interested to see what Daniel Farke does at half time. Gabby Goodmunson gone off injured as well with a hamstring is another blow to Leeds. Ampadu was getting his knee checked out there as well. So really probably couldn't have gone much worse for Leeds United in that first half. Let's get into a couple of your comments there, guys. Get as many in. We'll try and read through them. Stephen says, I think the whole team has been poor tonight. Ampadu living off scraps. Yeah, look, they have all been. Do you know what? I think Rodon has probably been the one that can hold his head high. A couple of really good interceptions there from Joe Rodon in the first half. And I think only for him, it could be 3 or 4. Last-ditch tackles from Joe Rodon has kept us in the game. Anto says, an easy 2-0. Yeah, and they deserve it, Liverpool, as I was saying, Anto. Rod Jones says, Farke, great tactics. Yeah, mate, it probably is on Farke a little bit. But the players, though, as well, it is easy to blame Farke as well. It is a collective, but the players need to be aware of players running off the back of them as well, Rob. I don't think that's nothing to do with tactics. That's being aware of your surroundings, where your man is. There was a lot of times there in that first half, it was too easy for Liverpool to run off the back of us there. Anto says the performance is not Farke, for fuck's sake. They can't keep the ball. Can't blame him for that type of shy. Yeah, I agree, mate. It isn't all on Farke. It isn't. He obviously, he's the one that sets out the team and does set out the tactics as well. The players have to go out there to execute it. Regardless of who Farke changes at half time, that was basically our best 11. Just wasn't good enough. I agree with you. Martin, 100%. We're very close. It obviously isn't our starting 11 when you look at the looks of obviously DCL and Wilson. You're expecting him to be a starter. Obviously Trafford to come in, but it is very much near what our starting 11 would look like. And I think in the Premier League last season, we have seen our starting 11 before, haven't we? And Liverpool, if we're honest with ourselves, have a lot of young lads out there. So it hasn't been good for Leeds United the first half. And again, I know we need to emphasise that it is a pre-season game, but it's the little things that hasn't been good enough for Leeds United today. Letting markers run off them, the 5-yard passing has been really poor as well. And Liverpool, if we're honest with ourselves, have dominated us. And it could have been more. Apart from Joe Rodon, a couple of last-ditch tackles, we could easily be 2 or 3 down here. Gary says, Tanaka and Stack drift have been cut adrift in games. Centre mid, you can't afford passengers. And I wonder will Farke change it at half time and bring Sean Longstaff in there. Josh McCarthy says, new centre half for yous is a good player at least. Yeah, look, Maharmovic again was good in parts, good reading of the game. Just so poor tonight, we're miles off. We're really bad in defence and attacking. Nothing has happened in midfield at all. One of them is going to get on the ball and dictate the game. Adam Whelan says, Iriola ball already better to watch than Slot's style. Hopefully that's a sign. Leeds need to hold on to the ball, says Adam. Yeah, look, you can see the difference from Liverpool a mile off, can't you? And that's the thing. I think Iriola is a really good appointment for Liverpool. I really do. It made sense. You seen what he done at Bournemouth, the football Bournemouth played, how he developed players. Liverpool have a lot of really good young players, and I just think it fits. I just think it fits, and I do think he's going to be good for Liverpool this year. Iriola, he plays a really exciting brand of football, so you're right about Slot as well. He just it wasn't great for Liverpool at all. But yeah, look at what changes the Leeds make at half time. Me personally, I don't think Dan James and Stack has offered an awful lot for Leeds up there. Maybe the Leeds go with a 4-3-3 and try and get wingers on it a bit. Maybe bring Harry Wilson on that right hand side. Does he bring DCL on? It's probably a little bit too early because we know that he has been struggling with injury. Liam says, Longstaff for AO and we should be much better and we'll be so much better. Yeah, maybe, mate. I still think a little bit further forward. It still needs to stick when it goes up to Lucas Metches. A lot of times it's gone up there and it just hasn't. It's came straight back at us. And even at times when it's gone forward towards Anton Stack as well, he's been giving it away a bit as well. So it's a collective, though. It is a collective, and collectively it was a poor first half from Leeds. And Alex Kearns and goals had a little bit of scare moments. Didn't he? A couple of throws and his kickouts weren't great, giving the ball back to Liverpool. Stu says, just change the subject. I thought that your shirt was the 80s away, but yours looks like cotton, looks class. Where did you get it from? This one here, it's actually the original one was actually my dad's. What season was this from? I think it was a 93. 92, 93 season, I think maybe, mate. That's where from. But yeah, I'm happy to change the subject if you are. Let's talk about curries or munchie boxes or something. Danny says half time changes for me. Longstaff, Aronson, Wilson. Do you think you'll put Aronson in with him only just being back? I'm not sure if he will. Dillo says sounds like a bad first half. I know it's pre-season, but yet again, it's the simple things making them hard. We need to be tracking our men. Subs needed. Hopefully, Fark and the subs can turn this around. Look, obviously the result doesn't matter in the hindsight of things, but you still want a good performance. You still want Leeds to do things right, and we haven't been, and we do need a better performance in that second half. And if we don't, if we come out and play the way we did again in that first half, Leeds could easily be turned over 4 or 5 here in the second half, because it has not been good enough from Leeds whatsoever. And to be honest, Liverpool haven't been great either. They have to do the bare minimum to get their 2-0 lead today. It's been schoolboy mistakes from Leeds in that first half. Darrell says I wore that shirt on my honeymoon in '97. What year was it, Darrell? I'm not too sure. I thought it was like '93, but it could be later. No, it's definitely, that's well too early, isn't it? '93. Was it 96, 97 maybe? 96, 97 season. It was my dad's anyway, so yeah, I love it. But it is the cotton one, and you can see, but it's kind of like faded a little bit. It's an old school one, very old school one, but I love it. I do love it. Danny says I predicted 2-2 or 3-1 Liverpool. I'm still on for both. We've been shit, Dylan. Simple as, says Stephen Bourne. Yeah, I can't disagree, mate. I can't. We've been really poor. Where is Josh says there? Wilson is such a creative player. Has to be in there for the second half. He'll make chances if he gets on the ball. Absolute delight of a player to watch. He is Harry Wilson. Now, he obviously started against Sunderland, and we didn't really see him get on the ball much at all. And I think if Fark is going to go with 2 behind Lucas Meche, I don't think it's going to work. I'd like to see Harry Wilson a little bit wider. So maybe Leeds need to go with a 4-3-3, bring Stack back into midfield, maybe bring Longstaff on for El Tanaka. Obviously, if Ampadu was okay the second half to come out, and go with a 4-3-3 and see if we can get at Liverpool from the wide areas. But I think we're far too narrow and we can't get out. We have no out ball whatsoever at the moment. Gary says Liverpool have 2 or 3 tricky players who can beat a man. We have Dan James, and he is a bit of a knock and run merchant. Yeah, look, you can see the difference, Gary, though, can't you? Look at young Rio Engamoa out there. Like, he's absolutely turned Jaden Bogle inside out. Anytime he's got anywhere near the ball, he's absolutely terrorised him, hasn't he? And it's just a difference in class, isn't it? And as you said there with DJ, he is one of them where it's just knock the ball past and a little bit of pace and trying to get your cross into the box, isn't it? So, again, it emphasises what Leeds United need. We do need that little bit of quality in this transfer window, and hopefully we do get it. Theo says 97, Paul, amazing jersey. Yeah, 93 was definitely far too late, because I think, didn't we change then from the Yorkshire Rose in the 98-99 season then to the Shield, I think so. Yeah, I thought it was 96, 97, Ori. The day after I got married, we beat Blackburn away 4-3. Kill got sent off, and I'm sure that we had that kit on. Yeah. Harry Kill. Yeah, don't mention him. Don't mention him. When you look at the pre-season matches, you'd expect to see a team that needs to tweak here and there, but they look like a championship side that needs a lot of work. I can't disagree with you, Anto. I cannot disagree. And I know pre-season definitely divides opinion, doesn't it, amongst every fan base, and you'll get a lot of the fan base saying, doesn't matter, it's only pre-season, it's just fitness and minutes in the legs. But they're professional footballers that get paid a lot of money, and they should be able to pass the ball 5 yards. They aren't like relearning how to play football again. A lot of them players here tonight look like they haven't even kicked the ball, but some of the 5 yard passing, knocking the ball out of play, simple possession, it just hasn't been good enough. We haven't done enough, and like that, you're taught that as skill boys. Don't let a runner run off you. Track your man. Follow your man. We haven't been doing it. That's skill boy stuff. That's nothing to do with pre-season for me. Michael says James looks like he's partnering Meche, not working. We need to buy another forward if DCL is unreliable. Yeah, 100% agree, mate. It looks like it's what says there 3-4-2-1. So it looks like it's DJ and Anton Stack behind Lucas Meche, but it hasn't worked because we haven't really got much width there. Because Liverpool are penning us in, so they've basically pushed Gabby and Jaden Bogle right back, and we've no outlet whatsoever on the wing. So maybe the change of formation might suit Leeds United a little bit more. I said 4-2 to Leeds. Wilson hat-trick incoming and a road on header. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think so, though. We'll see what happens. Oh, look, I just want a better second half performance. I really do. I want Leeds to come out and show a little bit more than what they did that first half, because I'd be worried if we approach the game again in the second half the way that we did the first, because Liverpool will just turn us over easily, very easy, and you could see this game ending up 4-5 if we don't. I'm sure Fark looked annoyed. He looked really annoyed on the sideline there just before the half-time whistle, and I'm sure he's in there giving them a bollocking because it definitely wasn't good enough. Rod Jones says they look like a Sunday League team. Liverpool they haven't had to do much, mate. We've made it so easy for Liverpool tonight. Well, too easy for them. But hopefully a bit of a better second half. Excuse me. Mick Doyle says Tanaka is poor. Lots of mistake from him. Yeah, he has been poor the first half. Yeah, what have you thought of Tanaka? I think he's given the ball away far too easy. Obviously picked up the yellow card as well. Been dispossessed far too easy. When he has got it, he's been pushed off the ball way too easy as well. I have been disappointed with Tanaka, to be honest. Even if we stayed like this, but we played well, I wouldn't mind, really, says Anto Gartland. Yeah. I just want a better second half performance. I really do. Let's test Liverpool a little bit more than what we have, because we haven't. And Danny has it there. And I think we're probably seeing now, we're probably coming to the realisation as a fan base without Tanaka, the reason why he probably didn't play a lot last season and we didn't start games for Daniel Farke. He obviously came on, he scored some big goals for us against Chelsea and against Liverpool, but we're probably seeing now what Farke was seeing in training games. You know, this lack of confidence in him that does seem to be in Tanaka's game. He does probably still a hangover from the World Cup, and obviously, you know, his mistake led to Japan being eliminated from the World Cup. Tanaka very much looks like he's a confidence player that for him to play well, he needs to be full of confidence, and you can't really have that in professional sport, can you? You need to have your confidence there all the time, and he just looks like he's lacking it at the minute. Michael says Liverpool. This is a different Liverpool under Iraola. We don't look like different from last season. We don't look a lot different from last season. Could be a problem. Should be sold, I reckon. Tanaka, yeah, maybe, mate. You could see him. You could see him move on, and maybe that's why Leeds have been looking at midfielders this summer. Obviously, we were linked with Shea Charles and a couple of other midfielders as well. Maybe, you know, they're suspecting they'd see a midfield departure. If we sold Tanaka, we'd be in profit because we only paid $3.5 million for him. Yeah, but he was gonna come in from, and like, what do you demand then for out Tanaka, Danny? I don't want to sell him, because I do like Tanaka. I think on his day, when El Tanaka is on it and he plays well, he's unbelievable. Like, he's a silky player. His pass and his breaking up of the play, he's amazing. You know, if he could just play like that all the time, but he just seems to be very inconsistent in his game, that he can't string it together consistently all the time. He always seems to have 2 or 3 games where he's good and then he completely falls off. And I think we've seen that in the Premier League last year. I think, wasn't it away at Everton? Or could have been Brentford, I think. I think there was 2 games when he hadn't been in, and then he started the game and he was really, really poor in the game, and that's what you've seen. But then you get the other side of it and you see the goal that you can score against Chelsea. It frustrating, a little bit like Willie Gnonto. You know he has the quality there, but it's just consistently getting it out Tanaka is the hard part. Just heard apparently that the linesman flagged for offside before the second goal, so maybe that affected the defence. Still doesn't explain the other 45 minutes though. Does it stay out? I didn't even hear from the commentary, because obviously I have the commentary knocked off. But what I would say back to that, Steo, yeah, but if it's offside, then obviously you should have been given offside. Like, the linesman should have flagged for it. But it still doesn't have the excuse of what you said. You're 45 minutes, and Florian Wirtz been able to run off the back of one of our players there. You need to be tuned in there, and you need to play to the whistle. So, and we were doing it all the first half. We were letting them run off us far too easy. Anto says that's his problem, Darren. He's inconsistent. It is, Anto. It is. Look, and in the Championship, he was absolutely amazing, because obviously things were going brilliant for Leeds in that season. But if you cast your mind back towards the end of the Championship, when things were starting to heat up, Tanaka did do a bit of an interview with a Japanese outlet, and I think he said, you know, he was struggling a little bit with the pressure of the fan base and the shirt and everything that was riding on the line. And we've heard a couple of times about his confidence and how much Farkas even said it himself, how much he bashes himself when he makes mistakes. He really looks like he's one of them players. When he makes a mistake or has a bad performance, it takes him a while to recover. And a professional sport, and especially a team in the Premier League, you can't have that. You can't. You need to be tuned in. Danny says Championship is Tanaka level for me. I think when he's on it, Danny, he's Champions League level. When he has one of his good days, he can be amazing. You see some of his passing, but you're right. Overall consistency wise, he needs to be better. He does. What's the thoughts on Dan James? Lots of Leeds fans say that, well, he's quick, but now he's lost a yard of pace. Should he be sold? I think so, Daryl. We said it after the Wrexham game. And I got a little bit of a bashing for it on the match reaction when I was obviously speaking about Willie Nonto, Dan James and Joe Pereira, and a couple of people kind of came at me in the chat, but I just believe for where Leeds United want to go on the next level we want to get with, I just don't think Dan James is a player that's gonna be good enough for Leeds United. I think he was obviously injured a lot last season as well. As you said, he looks like he's lost a yard of pace as well, and I think if a decent fee comes in for Dan James in the summer, and as much as I love Dan James, I do think Leeds should accept it and try and get better. I really do. That's personally my opinion. And now again, I'll probably get a little bit of stick for it, but I just don't think he's good enough for Leeds in the Premier League personally. I think there's a couple of changes being made here, but you can just see the board. But I don't know if Leeds are making any changes. We'll find out here now. Just about to get ready for the second half. Yeah, Dr. Cox says sell Dan James and sign better. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. Unfortunately, I am. DJ's contracted till 2029 on big wages. That's a problem. Yeah, agree, Danny. 100% agree. But if a good offer comes in and he's willing to go play football, maybe. But again, he might want to stay at Leeds and give it a crack in the Premier League. I was looking forward to seeing him last year in the Premier League because he obviously had a good campaign in the Championship. But he was just injured so much last year, wasn't he? So. And look what's been said. He's lost a yard of pace, and that's his biggest attribute, isn't it? He's quick, and that's what he relies on. And when he kind of loses that, it's kind of what else does he really have? Both teams are back out for, well, Liverpool are back out for the second half anyway. Let's see if Daniel Farke has made any changes. Tell you what, lads, that cycle is starting to catch up on me now. My legs are killing me. My worry after the first half is Gudmundsson's hamstring. Yeah, it'll be slow getting him to full fitness for the start of the season, says Derek. Yeah, agreed. And that is obviously, look, it's been 2-0 down, and then Gabby then down his hamstring, and then you see Ampadu going down holding his knee. That's the last thing Leeds want is, getting a thumping in this game and a lot of injuries before the season. And when you do a hamstring, even the minor grade, and I used to do a lot of hamstrings, they're minimum 2 weeks. So you're talking Gabby missing the game against Leipzig and then probably the game against Manchester United, if it is that bad. Now, look, he seemed to walk off and he seemed to be all right, but they're usually about 2 weeks to even get back from a minor hamstring issue. It's taking ages again to get the second half going. What's the story with all the preseason games that we've had? Have kicked off late, and then for the second half is kicked off late as well. There's be a lot of Liverpool fans in the Soldier Field Stadium, which you'll probably expect. Oh, excuse me. Liverpool, they're now feeling the kids and Championship players returning from loan. This is not looking good, says Michael. Hamstring can be 2 weeks to 6 weeks, depending on, They can obviously be a lot more, Danny, but I just know from doing them a lot that even the minor's little tweak is always about 2 weeks recovery, because you obviously need to let the swelling go down and then obviously the tissue to heal and then obviously get back to strengthen it as well. Hamstrings are not good when they do go. Michael says, Gabby, don't think he's had a proper break. Finished last season injured too. He did, because didn't he go to the World Cup, I think, with a bit of a knock, didn't he, before that first Sweden game? I believe Gabby had a little bit of a knock. And then obviously, what did he have? 3 weeks off, and he's straight back into pre-season. Like 3 weeks is nothing really for the grueling season of a Premier League, a World Cup campaign, and then he's back into pre-season here now as well. It's always the same. The World Cup year, you'll always see players picking up issues, which is unfortunate. And someone like Gabby, we need him, don't we? We need Gabby Goodmunson because he offers so much to Leeds on that left-hand side. But again, it just shows. It shows to the recruitment team and the 49ers that we need recruitment in left back, in that left back area. It's taking so long to kick off the second half here. And I think both sides are back out. Get the timer ready to go. So what's our thoughts for the second half? Can Leeds get back into it? Anto says, I'd like to see some youngsters on as well. Experience for them. Yeah, it would be great. It would be. Feck me, is this halftime a joke? What is going on? I've no idea what's going on here, Steve. They're just constantly just going to the crowd, showing the Liverpool fans like dancing and like holding their scarves up and all. Like, can we not just get back to the football? Like, it just shows, doesn't it, though, in America? Like, it's just so commercialised and it's all just money driven and everything. Like, the World Cup proved it as well. It's just pure nonsense. I've no idea what's going on here. Are they even saying that in the commentary of like what's taking so long to get it going again? Danny says be American adverts, yeah, no doubt. It's actually it might have been Leeds holding it up here because Leeds are only coming back onto the field now. Well, DCL is on anyway. So Dan James is on and Sean Longstaff and Harry Wilson, it looks like. So DJ is on. I'm so surprised to see that, especially for the second half. Delighted. Hopefully he's fit enough to last the 45 minutes. We got no reoccurring injuries. So yeah, DCL is on. Sean Longstaff. So hopefully we'll get a little bit better hold of play from Calvert-Lewin. Change the lineups for you. I'm sure it's Lucas Meche has made way for Calvert-Lewin. What else have we got? We're waiting for the sun to go down to put the floodlights on. Wouldn't be surprised, pal, yeah, with the Americans. So who else has gone off? So no, DCL is on for Mecha anyway. Have we still got DJ on? Yeah, so it looks like Stack has gone off, isn't it? Yeah. So Longstaff for Tanaka and then Stack for Wilson. Not bad changes. Daryl says thoughts on the new short. I like it. It's grown on me. When I first seen it, Daryl, I wasn't fond of it, but seeing the lads wearing it against Sunderland again tonight, it is certainly grown on me. I was gonna buy it either way. Not the best, but it's grand. There we are. So your lineups are updated. So second half, Kearns, Bogle, Justin, Rodon, Maharmovic, Sebastian Borneo, Ampadu, Longstaff, Wilson, James, and Calvert-Lewin. I like the look of that front three now, if I'm honest. Oh, Aronson is on. So DJ is off. DJ is off and Brendan Aronson is on. Am I right there? Yeah. So DJ is off for Brendan Aronson. So I imagine we'll get a bit more pressure higher up with the press of Brendan Aronson. Here is Aronson now. Oh, never started the timer. There we go. The free kick to Leeds then, Sean Longstaff. The edge of the 18-yard. Hopefully we get this. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, so Longstaff to deliver. So I thought the stack has gone off. That's a poor ball from Sean Longstaff. Honest to God, man. What a horrendous free kick, man. Just goes past everybody out of play. Like, well done, Harry Wilson. What a tackle. Smashes into Kirkes. That's more like it. That's what you want to see. Up and at them in their faces. Go on, Harry Wilson. Good. Well done, Justin. Come on, Leeds. Go on, Justin. Have a shot. Strikes it. Oh, straight down the keeper's throw. It's a bit of a better start from Leeds, has to be said. It is a better start. Stephen Head, yeah, shocking free kick from Longstaff. Straight out of play. Stack done it as well. Here's Wilson now. Yeah, so it looks like Wilson and Brendan Aronson are going to be the two behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and they're swapping. So, this might look a little bit better for the second half. Well done, Borneo. Well done, Sebastian Borneo. Lovely turn now. Go on, Maharmovic. Oh, nipped off him. Leeds have it back, though. Ampadu, move it quicker. Come on. Bogle's forced to go back. Ball back with Kearns. Throwing the Leeds. Good pressure from Szoboszlai. Borneo's been good, lads, hasn't he? Do you know what? Like, at this rate, I'd be happy to keep Borneo because he was good against Sunderland and he's been really good since he's came on for Gabby, obviously, in the first half. It's a good option to have. Good squad player is Sebastian Borneo. He's throwing to Leeds. Joe Rodon going to take it. Goes out again. Another throw. Danny says Borneo has never let us down. Yeah, mate. Again, he had a few times last season, didn't he? One or two niggles, which seen him obviously miss a couple of games. But you're right, mate. Anytime he's came in for Leeds, he's done a job, and that's what squad players are for. I think the only bad game he had was against Sheffield Wednesday in the Cup, and that was his debut, wasn't it? Him and Biol were bad that day. We were all over the place. Kearns to Maharmovic. Go on, Maharmovic. Calvert-Lewin. Well done, Dominic. This is better from Leeds. This is better. Better start in the first 5 minutes. Ampadu. Looking for Jaden Bogle. He's got it. Come back. Come back. Let it run out. It's going to be a throw to Leeds. It's been better. Better start. Positive start from Leeds in the second half. Exactly the response you want to see. Smash that like button if you haven't already done so, guys. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well. We'll be recording the match reaction straight after the game. So check that one out. It's throwing into Leeds. It's going to be Ampadu with a long one into the box. It is a long one. It's a very long one. Oh, fisted away. We got a corner kick. Corner kick to Leeds. Harry Wilson gone out to take. It was some throw that from Ethan Ampadu. Some distance on that. Oh, unlucky. Anto says, moving the ball faster and hanging on to it much better. Yeah, agree, mate. Positive signs in the opening 5. Harry Wilson to the back post. Goes out the far, so he's going to be another throw to Leeds. So Leeds putting a bit of pressure on Liverpool here. We're going to get another long throw from Ampadu. Stephen Bourne says, much better in front most of our support. Yeah. And then Danny, yeah, after if you can hype as well, that would be great. Long one in from Ampadu. That's better. Go on. Flicked on by Maharmovic. Unlucky. James Justin. A little bit slow to it. Liverpool now are coming out with Szoboszlai. Get up. Free to Liverpool. Longstaff takes down Kurkes. Liverpool go short. First real bit of possession Liverpool have had in the second half. It's been all Leeds for the opening 5 or 6 minutes. First time Liverpool have really got on it. Yeah, Liverpool knocking it around there. Leeds have a back though. Go on, Aronson. Well done. Referee doesn't give it. Ampadu, that's a good ball forward to Harry Wilson. Go on. Good chance here from Leeds. What a touch from Calvert-Lewin. Go on, support them. Go on, Dom. Strike. Oh! So unlucky Calvert-Lewin with his left foot. Went past the far post. I wonder how close it actually was, but that's much better from Leeds. What a touch that is from Calvert-Lewin. Very unlucky. I don't know whether he was looking for the crossfield ball to Jaden Bogle, but it looked like it was close. Yeah, I think he was looking for the cross to Jaden Bogle. It's a little bit too much behind him. Unlucky though, that's better. Much, much better from Leeds this second half. Oh, rolled on. Looks like Curtis Jones. He has another boy at him again. Spring punt. Yes, Leeds have it back. Well done, Brendan Aronson. Oh, don't play around with it there. Get it out. Don't play around with it there, Leeds. Just knocked out play from Longstaff. Nobody there. Throwing to Liverpool. It's good football to get out from where we are, but Longstaff just gave it away. Well done, Harry Wilson. Well read. Go on, Harry. Oh, he needs a bit of help here. It's 3v1. Referee. He gets the free kick and Ampadu slides into the tackle. That's brilliant from Harry Wilson. Brilliant run from Harry Wilson. Initially to read it, to nip it back. And then there was a 3v1. Cuts inside and wins the free kick. That's brilliant from Harry Wilson. Lovely footwork. Hope he's alright there. He was just holding that right groin there a little bit. Hopefully he's alright. Yeah, so free kick out on the right hand side. Harry Wilson's going to take. He's going to whip it in with his left foot. So hopefully see a bit of that quality we know he has. Stephen Bourne says, love that from Wilson. Really good. Really good. Come on, Harry. Decent ball into the box. It is a great ball into the box. Oh, Metcha got the header. No, it was DCL. Looks like he got the header all wrong. Calvert-Lewin. It's a brilliant ball in from Harry Wilson. Oh. Yeah, DCL just couldn't steer it towards goal. Heads it out for a goal kick. Great ball in from Harry Wilson. Unlucky. Oh, Liverpool are in here with Szoboszlai. Leeds need to get back. It's outplay. That's outplay. Yeah, ran outplay. It's going to be a throw to Leeds. Michael says Wilson, he's got a decent free kick on him. That's the right side sorted. Yeah, and I think he's more than just set pieces, Harry Wilson. You see there the tenacity he has for the game. Good footwork as well. Gem of a player. And to get him on a free as well. Brilliant piece of business from Leeds. Looks like a 5-2-3 the way Leeds are setting up at the minute. So it looks like Aronson has gone wide on the left. Kirkes, tries to play one over the top, runs into Kearns. Oh, ref. Straight through the... So Bosley went straight through the back of Joe Rodon. Helps him back to his feet. Definitely a free kick. Derek says Wilson and DCL adding real class. Yeah, you can see the difference, and you have to say as well, Brendan Aronson as well. He's won a couple far back on that left hand side. Aronson has done well as well. Danny said, Danny Rumsey says it's DCL's first game with Wilson. They're still getting used to each other. Well done, Barnell. What? Sebastian Barnell just left Dominic Szoboszlai for dead there. A little chop inside. See you later. Send him to the shops for a Mars bar and the Herald. Oh my Jesus. James Justin goes to cross it and sandwich foot way up in the air. Goes out for a goal kick to Liverpool. It just shows there with James Justin obviously not being naturally left footed there. You need a natural left footer to try and get that into the box. Yes, goal kick to Liverpool. Go on, win it. Well done, Barnell. It's Gravenberch for Liverpool. And Danny says Barnell is actually stuck here. Danny looks, he's huge. He's been decent, man. He's been very decent, I have to say. Good against Sunderland, and he's been decent since he's came on here. Ball back down with the Liverpool goalkeeper. Corquez for Liverpool. Harry Wilson's a workhorse, isn't he? There's Ampadu. Chance here for Leeds. Go on, give it to him. Go on, Aronson. Strike! Yes! Get in! 2-1. Brendan Aronson with the goal. Brilliant layoff from Ethan Ampadu. And it's a lovely finish from Brendan Aronson. He's going nowhere. Brendan Aronson is going nowhere. Lovely finish. Lovely layoff as well from Ethan Ampadu. First time finish from Brendan Aronson through the legs of the keeper. 2-1. And look, it has to be said, Leeds have been decent. Much, much better at the start of the second half from Leeds. A lot more pressure, a lot better quality on the ball. Yeah, through the legs of the goalkeeper. 2-1. Great finish from Brendan Aronson, that is. And on his return back to Leeds United, his first game back, gets a goal. Get the contract out. Get the contract out. On the 60th minute. Come on, Leeds. Much better. Well done. Lowfield says, our American boy. He certainly is. Lovely finish. Great layoff from Ethan Ampadu. And Michael says, Aronson can't sell him, could still be useful, but heck, he's annoying. He went through a brilliant purple patch last year. Remember, he went obviously scored against United and then he got 2 against Newcastle. And around that time, he was brilliant. He was scoring and assisting. Again, it's just trying to get that level of consistency out of him. But then if you do, then he goes on and plays, for the better clubs. But you're right, he still could have a role in this squad next year. And I think Fark really likes him. I think he probably will sign a new contract, probably to the frustration of some Leeds United fans. It was a good finish. We've been a lot better in the second half, as we said. The opening 15 minutes, half an hour to go. That's one of his 3 good things he'll do all season, used up. We're just moving the ball a lot better, aren't we? We just look totally different in the second half. Even Ampadu looked better as well. He's moving the ball a lot quicker. Who scored the Leeds goal? It was Brendan Aronson, mate. Lovely little finish. Go on, DCL. Go on, Calvert-Lewin. Ref. Give it. Oh, unlucky. It's a goal kick. Or corner, is it? Yes, corner to Leeds. Coming back into it, lads. Much better. We said bring him on. His pressing has changed this the second half. It says Danny, 10 goal involvements from him. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? 10 goal involvements from Brendan Aronson. So corner out to Leeds. Harry Wilson to take it. Another good one. Oh, it was Borneo that was in there. Well done, Aronson. Back to Bogle. Leeds are forcing Liverpool back here. Go on, Aronson. Go on, Brendan. Go on, have a shot. Ampadu. Harry Wilson. Oh, he's dispossessed. Unlucky. Well done, Longstaff. Good recovery run there. Leeds have it back. Ampadu, lovely pass from Ethan Ampadu out to Sean Long. What a touch. Lovely little chest control from Sean Longstaff there in a little turn out. He's been good in pre-season, Sean Longstaff. Very, very good. Aronson is everywhere. Go on, Rodon. Come on, Leeds. Bogle, he's going for a cross. Good one. Oh, unlucky. Liverpool keeper came out and grabbed it. Danny says Longstaff on a mission. Yeah, has Danny. He's been brilliant in pre-season. Really good. He was great against Wrexham. Sunderland as well. He came on, done well. And since he's came on the second half, he's been really good, Longstaff. He's been better than Tanaka, has to be said. Dylan says, Brendan does the thankless job. He does all the running, gets flogged all the times, but overall a good player. Sign the contract. Kirkes tries to get his cross for Liverpool. It does right to the back stick. No, get it out, get it out. Don't score, lads. We don't deserve to concede now. We're playing so well. Maharmovic, stand them up, stand them up. Good with numbers back here now. Lads, come on. How was he allowed to cross that so easy into the hands of Kearns? Yeah, and just a little bit of lapse in concentration there from Leeds. Go on, Wilson. Referee! How late is that from Szoboszlai? Surely that's a yellow card. Ref, you have to be booking him there for that. He's so late there. It is a free to Leeds, but I don't know what's about now. I don't think he booked Szoboszlai. He was late though. He was late through the back of Harry Wilson there. Stephen says, we're so on top, have the momentum has turned. Yeah, just hope we don't concede a silly one on the break there still. I think we still have to be mindful of that. They were just seeing it there. They had a little bit of a half chance. It's Borneo. Completely different team in the second half. Come on, Leeds, says Dillo. Aronson to Justin. That's a good ball from James Justin. Go on. Well done, Caverleon. Lovely little touch. Brendan Aronson. Give it to Harry Wilson. You have an overlap. Go on, Harry. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Tell you what, lads, we're really in this now. Well done, Harry Wilson. Jaden Bogle tried to let it run under his foot towards Caverleon, but it's going to be a corner to Leeds. Come on, boys. Harry Wilson corner. Come on, Caverleon. Let's get on the end of this. It's a good one. Oh, up in the air. Go on. Caverleon tries to boys you back across the box. So unlucky. Go on. Ball go back out to Wilson. Go on, Wilson. Deliver. That's a good ball. Well done, Longstaff. Good run. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, little bit too long to cross from Longstaff, but it's much better from Leeds. Really much better this second half. They've been the better team. It has to be said, they have been the better team. Then he says, come on, Barnell, get a goal you deserve. I'd love to see Barnell score. I'd love to see him score. Anto said, now it's worth watching. Really is. Chalk and cheese, the second half to the first. The subs have made the difference. Wilson, Aronson, Longstaff, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The four that came on have really upped the ante. Well done, Calvert-Lewin. That's good pressure. Yes, Leeds have it back. Jaden Bogle. Liverpool are making a couple of changes here. I think it's going to be 4 altogether. Yeah, 4 changes coming on now for Liverpool. Harvey Elliott is definitely one of them anyway. Kostas Tsimikas is coming on as well. Once linked to it, Leeds United, wasn't he, last summer? And Boland says, what your name is? Darren, mate. Darren, mate. Myself and my brother Dillo do LeedsBros together. Ken says, glad the changes at half time have worked, but gotta watch on the counter. Absolutely agree, mate. Yeah, we do need to watch on the counter because they still have the quality, don't they? And it'd be disappointing, wouldn't it? Because we've been definitely the better team in the second half, 100%. Liverpool haven't been able to get out. Chambers, Bosley, and Kirkes are definitely gone off for Liverpool anyway, so they have taken a bit of quality off. Well done, Barnell. Lovely turn again from Sebastian Barnell. Just go down the line. Blocked out. It's going to be a throw into Leeds corner. Could still get Tsimikas. I think he'd be a backup though, wouldn't he, Dr. Cox? He'd definitely be a backup for Gabby. It was throwing there to Leeds. Wilson back to Barnell. Well done, Barnell. Still has it. Torn out Longstaff. Go on. Go on. Go wide. You have a pass wide. Go on. Give it to him. Yes. James Justin is in. Come on. Go on. Get in the box, Justin. Oh, better ball. Again, it's the right footer on the left side. If you have an out-and-out left footer there, if Gabby Goodmunson is putting that ball in the box, it's 2-2. Oh, so unlucky. It's a great ball from Longstaff. And James Justin, yeah, just that left foot, man. If Gabby Goodmunson is putting that in, it's 2-2. Unlucky. Very unlucky. Tsimikas was Joe B ITK last season. Yeah, we were done dirty with that, mate. When we said he was coming. Long throw from Ampadu. Flicked on. Go on. Yes! Calvert-Lewin, get in there. 2-2. And you know what? Nothing less than Leeds deserve. Get in there. Yes! Calvert-Lewin with the goal. Ampadu with the long throw. Flicked on by Joe Rodon. Calvert-Lewin arrives at the back post. 2-2. Get in there. Nothing less than Leeds United deserved the second half. Without a shadow of a doubt, we've been the better team. And Calvert-Lewin, it's Liverpool's turn to be not marking at the back post. Nobody marking Dominic Calvert-Lewin at the back post. Flick on by Joe Rodon. And Calvert-Lewin has an easy tap in. Brilliant. 2-2. Yes, get in there. Let's get through a couple of the comments. Dillo says yes. Stephen Bourne says yes, get in there. Martin says DCL. Brilliant to see DCL scoring his return. We've missed him. We really have missed him. The quality, though, the quality of the 4 subs that came on, Wilson, Longstaff, Calvert-Lewin and Brendan Aronson has been brilliant. And it is the 2 subs, Brendan Aronson and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, get the goal for Leeds. Michael says, Justin trying to play the ball along the ground on a bobbly pitch, no good. Left footer, give it more air condition. Yeah, absolutely. If you have a left footer there, you're whipping it in. Here, look at It doesn't matter now, Michael. It's 2-all. We scored anyway. But brilliant. Leeds have been so good in the second half. Go on, Brendan. Oh, unlucky. It's offside. Leeds could go on and win this, lads. Be some turnaround the second half if we do. And I wasn't expecting this. Really wasn't expecting it. Turn out, Harry. Go on, Harry. Oh, unlucky. Could have had Calvert-Lewin in behind. Jaden Bogle wins it back there. No foul. Go on, Wilson. Back to Joe Rodon. Wilson. Borneo. Dampadu. Well done, Sean Longstaff. Sean Longstaff has been brilliant as well. Here's Brendan Aronson. Goes out wide to Justin. Go on, get your cross in. Back to Aronson. Aronson back. Go on, Sean! Go on! Yeah! Get 3-2, Sean Longstaff. He didn't get much of a connection on it. But it's in the back of the net. 3-2 to Leeds. From 2-0 down. 3-2 up. Sean Longstaff. And another one. Another sub who gets the goal. Brilliant play again from Leeds. Brendan Aronson out to James Justin. And Aronson continued on his run. Lovely pullback. Didn't get the cleanest of strikes, Sean Longstaff. I think it was Curtis Jones who tried to get the block in. And it was a bit of... Yeah. I think, Curtis Jones basically tried to clear and it hits Sean Longstaff. Wrong foots the goalkeeper. 3-2 to Leeds. Get in there. Nothing less than what we deserve. Honestly, Leeds have been so good this second half. And it's the 3 substitutes that score. And Brendan Aronson he's had a massive role in this. Really has. Stephen Bourne says Dreamland, everybody. Yeah, I don't even care if it's a pre-season game. What a brilliant second half this has been from Leeds United. Very, very good. Our American boy ripping them apart, says Daryl. What a half we are having, says Sean Daly. Brilliant. Really, really good second half. Keep it up, though. Don't take the foot off the gas. Dillo says, as I said, lads, my prediction is very much on now. You did call 4-2. Hopefully it does end 4-2. Very good. Very, very good. We've been so dominant in the second half as well. Like, Liverpool have had small bit of possession. They haven't really created that. But, like, Leeds need to keep the foot on the gas now. I don't want to see Fark do what he normally does when Leeds are winning a game, to sit back in and try and protect it. Keep the foot on the gas. Keep doing what we're doing. We thought Longstaff should score, and he deserves it, mate. He was really good against Wrexham, really good against Sunderland, and he's been brilliant since he came on here, Sean Longstaff. Very, very good in that midfield. He gets so much hate as well. It's so unnecessary, the hate that Longstaff gets. Here come Liverpool. Harvey Elliott. Whoa. Well done, Jaden Bogle. Leeds have it back. Justin. Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson's been really good, lads. Really good. Justin gives it away again. There's someone down injured there. The ball's been knocked out of play. Is it Longstaff? Longstaff alright? Hunched over there a little bit, Longstaff. Where's the Frimpong? Frimpong just kicked the ball out of play there for Liverpool. I don't know if he's injured or what's going on. Jason O'Keefe says Longstaff is very good. Yeah, man, and he's so much Premier League experience. He's played Champions League football as well for Newcastle. I think he's great. Anytime he's played for Leeds, he's been brilliant. Lowfields Paddock says never in doubt. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Steo says I want more. Brendan Aronson is playing for a start. He's been brilliant, been really good, and you know what? He's looked fit as a fiddle. He's looked fit as a fiddle since he came on. Really good. Michael says, Brendan, he can have these spells. The problem is that he's not taking out when he has them dips. Get the contract offer on the table. I agree with you, mate. Maybe sign a contract and have him a part of the squad. But I do agree with you, when he does have them dips, Fark does need to rotate him. That obviously comes with, recruitment, doesn't it, this year? Stu says, I was genuinely worried at half time I know it's only pre-season, but we're talking second season syndrome and all that shit. Longstaff being a breath of fresh air. You know what, mate? I was said at half time as well. I was worrying if Leeds came out the same the second half the way we did the first half that we could be turned over 4 or 5. We've had a brilliant second half here. Brilliant second half, and we deserve it. I haven't seen any Liverpool lads in the chat. Have you? They've gone very quiet, the Liverpool lads. You love to see it. Go on, Longstaff. Put the pressure on. Go on, Sean. Yes, Leeds have a back with Harry Wilson. Go on, lads. Get a fort. Go on, Harry. Oh, unlucky. Tried to play a ball through to Calvert-Lewin, just not in the safe way. I think Harry Wilson should have had a shot there. Yeah, he should have had a pop, I think, Harry Wilson. Instead of trying to lay it off, it opened up for him. We've played around the Liverpool press in the second half. Yeah, and I think we've had more quality on the pitch, Jason, haven't we? I think Longstaff in the midfield has made such a difference. I think Tanaka was poor. Oh, it's going to be free into Liverpool. I think it was James Justin who gave away the free. It was definitely a free kick. It was Callum Ramsey that was taken down. Yeah, James Justin just comes across him. So free to Liverpool. Dangerous enough area. And Lucky Wilson, nice left foot strike would have been good. Yeah, I think so, Danny. I think Harry Wilson should have left Floyd there. It opened up, seemed to have a little bit of space, and he has it in his locker. By the way, it's still Japanese commentary. Longstaff was great until he got injured. Hope our medical team can keep him fit because he's still worth his place in this team. I agree with you, Ricky. Really agree with you, mate. And he was brilliant before he got injured, and he found it hard to get back in. And then he obviously, remember, got the goal down at Bournemouth as well towards the end of the season. He scored a couple of goals for us as well last year, didn't he? Scored one actually really good one against Bournemouth as well at Ellen Road when we drew 2-2. It's corner to Liverpool. Harvey Elliott is going out to take it. Get it out. Drops to the edge of the box, no shot. Get out, Leeds. Get out. Step out. A bit of space for Gravenberch. Strike. He drags it wide. There's a little bit of space open up there for Gravenberch to have the strike, but he does drag it wide. Goal kick to Leeds. Little over 10 minutes left to go. So looks like Willie Nonto and Jaden Loineau is going to be coming on for Leeds. So I would say Loineau will probably go into left back for James Justin. I wonder who Nonto's going to come on for. Be interested to see who Willie Nonto comes on for here now, because I wouldn't say he's going to take Brendan or Harry Wilson off. They've both been brilliant, so be interested to see who Willie Nonto comes on for now. Here come Liverpool. No shot. Don't let him shoot. Curtis Jones. Edge of the box. Harvey Elliott strikes it. Deflected. It's a corner to Liverpool. Loineau, he's coming on, yeah. So at least we have a left footer at left back now. I would imagine it's going to be James Justin that's going to go off. Well done. Headed away from Calvert-Lewin. Good defending. Step out, Leeds. We're very, very deep. Go on, Brendan. Go on. Keep the pressure on, Brendan. Dylan says Bogle, I'd say. Yeah, maybe and have Nonto as a right wing back, maybe. Yeah, could be a shout there, Dillo, yeah. Yeah, Danny has it in the chat there. Nonto right wing back. Good shout, lads, yeah. Brendan has it back. Go on, Aronson. Go on, go at him. Well done. Have a shot. Shoot. Brendan, shoot, man. It opened up. He should be having a shot there, Brendan Aronson. Just a split second it opened up. Should be just putting his foot through that there. Unlucky. Leeds are coming again. Barnell under a bit of pressure. Well done, Barnell. Mark Doyle says DCL and Aronson have been a game changer. Yeah, mate. And Harry Wilson and Longstaff as well. The 4 changes that Fark made at half time has been brilliant. Really good. Definitely changed the game. Yeah, Dillo says JJ and Bogle. Let's say, yeah, good shout, lads. Nanto probably will go right wing back. Go on, Harry. Good touch. Bogle, get your cross. Needs a hand now, Jaden Bogle. He's 2v1. Lovely. Got a corner kick. Yeah, corner kick to Leeds. Well done, Jaden Bogle. Done well there. Less than 8 minutes to go. 3-2 to Leeds. Some come back the second half after being 2-0 down. Yeah, so it is. It's going to be Jaden Bogle for Willie Nonto. So it does look like Willie Nonto is going to go to right wing back. We'll see now if he set up for the first couple of minutes, but you would imagine... Longstaff already? Yeah, he is. James Justin then for Jaden Loyne out. Justin's been good as well, hasn't he? He obviously started off with in the back three and then had to go out to that left-hand side for Gabby being injured. Another good, solid display from James Justin. And they told us he was finished, didn't they? All the Leicester fans were saying, James Justin is finished. Certainly not. Played 10 million for him as well, didn't we? Wilson, what a corner. Oh, headed away. Aronson doesn't really get his touch right, but he still has it. What a turn there from Brendan Aronson. Well done, Brendan. He's looked very sharp, Brendan Aronson, I have to say. He's looked very, very sharp. Hats off to him. Another long throw here from Ethan Ampadu coming in. Another long one. Great throw. Flicked on Borneo. Go! Yes! Calvert-Lewin again! 4-2 to Leeds. And very similar to the first one he got. This time it's flicked on by Borneo. Calvert-Lewin comes in. Heads it in off the crossbar. 4-2 to Leeds United. Brilliant. What a goal from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. 2 for Calvert-Lewin. 1 for Brendan Aronson. And 1 for Sean Longstaff. The subs have changed the game without a shadow of a doubt. Lovely flick on for Sebastian Borneo who gets his assist. And there's Calvert-Lewin in off the crossbar. Off the back of Curtis Jones. Wasn't picking him up. Love that. 4-2 to Leeds. And yeah, Dillo called it. Dillo called 4-2 Leeds. Some shout by the way, Dillo. 2-0 down. Leeds United come back 4-2. Where's the Liverpool lads? They're not in the chat anymore. They're gone. Jason O'Keefe says, love that long throw. Brilliant. Yeah, once you win that flick on, it could go anywhere. Danny says, Dillo, what's the lottery numbers? Some shout from Dillo at half time. 2-0 down. He goes, Leeds will win 4-2. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, though. Could get 5. Oh, here come Liverpool, though. Oh, tries to dink Kearns. Yeah, over the top. We're all right. Martin Nolan has it there. Game on the head, yeah. A game of 2 halves. Leeds were so bad that first half. But the second half, what a response. Been brilliant. They've gone to walk on alone. I haven't seen that. All the Liverpool lads are gone. They were here when they were 2-0 up. They're gone now. Hope he had a tenner on that. I wouldn't say he did. Borneo creating chaos from set pieces. Direct play suits us. That passing style. First half should go in the bin. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Calvert-Lewin just offered he offers so much more up front, doesn't he, to Lucas Meche? His general all-round players are so much better. Oh, well done, Longstaff. Done enough. Let it run out. Goal kick to Leeds. We got less than 4 minutes to go. Love that. Or 2. I can't. I would have never called this a half time. We're 2-0 down. I was fearing the worst for the second half. I was thinking as the Leeds come out the same again, we could be hammered here 4 or 5-0. What a response from Leeds United this second half. And thoroughly deserved. And no one can even take it away from us. We've been brilliant. Liverpool have offered nothing this second half. Haven't troubled us at all. Well done, Nanto. Be thrown into Liverpool. CB says Liverpool fans and the FARC haters are very quiet. They are, mate. Boland says, Darren, who scored the first goal, mate? It was Calvert-Lewin, mate. So the 4 goals for Leeds. Calvert-Lewin with 2, Brendan Aronson with 1, and Sean Longstaff. So the subs tells its own tale, doesn't it? The subs have definitely changed this game for Leeds. Brendan Aronson's been class, lads. It has to be said. He's been brilliant. He gives away the free kick there, though, pulling out the back of Ramsey. We get a yellow, does he? Don't know if Brendan Aronson was booked for that. He probably should have, because it was a needless tug on the back of Ramsey. He gives away the free kick. So free to Liverpool. Harvey Elliott to take it. Iriola out, yeah. Bring back Slaw. Harvey Elliott. Oh, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest free kicks from Harvey Elliott, but it did cause a bit of chaos. I think it was young Jaden Loyneu who missed it initially, so caused a little bit of havoc. But it goes out for a goal kick to Leeds. As the great Barry Davis says, it's almost cruel, the gap between these two teams in this almighty chasm. Men versus boys in the second half. David versus Goliath. Darren, do you think Brendan and Wilson will be a force this season? I hope so, mate. I hope so. Harry Wilson has shown the quality that we've brought in. Against Sunderland, he didn't really get on the ball, but he showed us quality tonight as well. Harry Wilson, Brendan Aronson, you have to take your hats off to him. Love him or hate him, and he's a player that divides opinion amongst the Leeds fan base. Brendan Aronson has been brilliant. Very good. Calvert-Lewin, you can see, we're just a different animal when Calvert-Lewin is playing up front. The ball sticks a lot better. He's a better option. And Sean Longstaff in midfield, he was better than El Tanaka by a country mile. Loser pill. Dillo says, subs have changed the game. Brilliant press. Simple passing around. Dominant. Leeds' new signings have shown their quality. Good day at the office for Leeds MOT. Love that, Dillo. Love that. DCL will score more this season as supply will be better, says Rick. I agree, mate. You know, if you have someone like Harry Wilson and hopefully someone else of a bit of quality that Leeds bring in, it only means more goals. Love Harry Wilson's work rate as well, doesn't he? He has the quality and the work rate to go with it. It's a free to Leeds there. It was grab and burst that fell Joe Road on. So we'll see if we get much out of time. Just the 90th minute there now, so we'll just see if there's much out of time onto this one. 6 minutes, so 6 minutes altogether added on. Smash that like button as well if you haven't already done so, guys. What have we got? 103 people watching, 84 likes. Let's get 100 likes before we finish the stream. If you haven't already done so, hit that like button for me. Anto says, not imagine that the team with Trafford behind them. Now imagine that team with Trafford behind them. Yeah, mate. Wilson is doing good, says Leeds all the way. Wilson has been brilliant. Very, very good. It's a bad touch there from Harvey Elliott. Leeds have it back. Nanto. Longstaff. Oh, Longstaff gives it away. Just don't concede that and silly now. Don't give them any sort of momentum. Derek says, loving this game. Let's not forget they took off 3 attackers. Who were pressing us and put us under pressure. Our subs did change the game though. Derek, they really did. And I know they take off their quality players in Szoboszlai and that, but you know, you still can't take it away from us this second half. Liverpool have offered absolutely nothing whatsoever. Leeds have been brilliant the second half. Yeah, and we obviously got good news as well about James Trafford. Supposedly the signing is going to be announced within the next 72 hours with James Trafford. So it's great news. Great news all around. Wilson, Aronson, and DCL the best, says Boland. They've definitely changed the game. Borneo, lads. We have to give a special mention to Sebastian Borneo. He is being rock solid back there. Well done, Lionel. Lovely flick on from Calvert-Lewin. Go on. Harry Wilson is away. Go on, Leeds. Make a 5. Go on. What a ball from Harry Wilson. Nanto. Oh, what happened there? Oh, referee gives a foul. Nanto, I think it was on Simicas. I'd have another look at that. What a ball around the corner that was from Harry Wilson. That could have been 5. John Pepper, good seeing the building, pal. He says, get in Leeds. Class the second half. Spot on, mate. Chalk and cheese from the first half. Chalk and cheese. Brilliant. Game of 2 halves. Brilliant the second half. Thanks for covering the game, mate. I've enjoyed it, says Complete YouTube. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate it, pal. Gonna try and get these watch-alongs more regular this season. Last season, we were doing a few here or there, but we have the setup now to be able to do them correctly. So, glad you enjoyed it, mate. Really do. Michael says, Wilson, amazing awareness. He sees it and just gives it. Yeah, his passing ability is brilliant. Harry Wilson. We got to get that left back and a striker after Trafford. Let's hope product is good at Crow Park. Yeah, hope so, mate. I hope so. It just shows, though, that Calvert-Lewin, he makes that difference, doesn't he, through the middle for Leeds. The ball sticks when it goes up there, brings others into play. Liverpool just getting a little bit of possession here now. Less than 3 minutes to go. Well done, Ampadu. Ampadu's been better the second half as well. He was poor the first half. Derek says, Maharmovic unreal as well. Yeah, he's had another solid game, but I think the likes of everyone else have had a really good game. He's kind of gone under the radar, hasn't he, Maharmovic, in this one? I think Borneo, I think you have to give a shout out to Borneo. For me, he's been rock solid back there. Ball in, goes right out. It's going to be a goal kick to Leeds, and I'm sure Alex Kearns will take an age over this one. No rush to take this goal kick. Martin says, Liverpool fans in turmoil. Can't wait to watch the Pool cast and watch them banging their heads together. Yeah, mate, I'll do the same as well. I'll go watch them all and have a bit of crack after this. Yeah, it's always good. Dillo says, really impressed with Maharmovic. Darren, can you do the games when the season starts? Yeah, that's the plan, mate. As I said, last year we didn't really kind of have this set up to do it properly, like with the likes of the scores and the timer and stuff like that. We obviously have that now, and the main thing was a decent internet connection. The internet was letting us down a lot last year because there's a lot of software that goes through the internet. So this year with better internet and that as well. So yeah, hopefully the watch-alongs are going to be more regular for the new season. Obviously, from when we're not there, we do go over to the games a good bit as well. So there'll be no watch-along for the Leipzig game and the Manchester United game because we will be at both. Danny says, Darren Bornell, my man of the match. He's a good shout for it, Danny. He's been brilliant. He's been very good. How are Leeds fans in the stadium? I can't hear them, mate, because I have the commentary turned down. But from the pictures that they've shown, seems like there's a good few Leeds fans there and obviously Liverpool fans as well. Not too long left to go. 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds now. Good pressure from Jayden Lloyd now. Brilliant pressure from Jayden Lloyd. Go on. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, heavy touch. Gravenberch. There it goes. The full-time whistle. I think the ref blew it up a little bit early, but there Leeds United are 4-2 winners against Liverpool after being 2-0 down at half-time. Probably the most horrendous first half we've ever seen from Leeds United. It looked like we've never kicked the ball. 2-0 down at half-time, deservedly so. You're worried for Leeds coming out that second half of what could have happened and what it turned into. But the subs changed the game. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Brendan Aronson, Harry Wilson and Sean Longstaff, the 4 subs that Daniel Farke made at half-time. Absolutely brilliant. You know, Brendan Aronson was great. He gets a lot of stick. His work rate was class. Calvert-Lewin to get 2 goals. Harry Wilson showed his quality. And Sean Longstaff brought so much to that midfield as well. Unbelievable second half from Leeds United. Liverpool never touched us the second half. And we're deserved winners. We really are. Brilliant second half from Leeds United. Let's get into some of your comments before I head off to record the match reaction. Rick Pay says, well done all MOT. Cheers, mate. Good to see you in. Can't hear the bin dippers. Straight in, not hanging back. Love it. Super Lead says, Dillo Boland says, thanks, Darren. No problem at all, mate. Thanks for popping in. Nice one, Darren. Good coverage says, low fields, paddock. Cheers, mate. Daryl says, it should be okay, fellas, but my surgeon is a Villa fan. Oh, good look at that one, mate. Danny says, cheers, Darren. No, cheers to you, mate. Thanks, pal. Fair play to your law. Showed a proper group coming out in the second half and absolutely dominating. Well-deserved win. Best of luck for the season, says Josh McCarthy, who's a Liverpool fan. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Liverpool in that second half, but yeah, Leeds were brilliant. MOT says, Derek. Martin Nolan says, great stream, Daz. I'll be hanging around for the match reaction. Cheers, mate. Yeah, as soon as I wrap this up, I'll record it and get it out to you guys as soon as I can. Michael says, Gabby, time to use Lionel as he covers start him in the next friendly. I would as well, mate. Hopefully the injury to Gabby Goodmunson isn't too bad. That obviously is the negative from this one. Stephen Bourne says, what a win. Brilliant watch along, bro. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Thanks, mate, for the watch along, says Dan Leaton. No problem at all. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for joining me. Yous make this go. Without yous, there's no watch along. There's no LeedsBros. So thank you, guys. Michael says, man of the match, I'm struggling. Could be Brendan, Borneo, Longstaff, DCL. Yeah, it's hard to call, mate. I'm going to have to try and think about it before the match reaction and see who it is. Off the top of my head, obviously the 4 subs made a change, but Borneo was brilliant. He was so good at back there for Leeds. Well done, Dillo. Yeah, fair play to Dillo, who called it at half time. Leeds 2-0 down, and he says Leeds will come back and win the game 4-2. So some shout from Dylan. Stephen Bourne says, Sebastian Borneo, man of the match for me. Yeah, Sebastian Borneo getting a lot of love. Genuinely makes you think, what was that first half about? Great result, and thanks, Darren. Enjoyed at least a half of it, says Anto Gartland. Yeah, me too, mate. Yeah, what was that first half from Leeds United? We won't dwell on that too much, though. Much better second half. And Derek says, man of the match has to be Aronson. Yeah, he was brilliant. He was brilliant, Derek. Jason O'Keefe says, Craig on Anfield agenda isn't a happy man. I will be certainly watching that match reaction later on tonight and having a chuckle. I do love watching Anfield agenda and Craig. I think his stuff is great, to be fair. Thanks from Chile, says Ronaldo. Jesus, good to see someone from Chile watching LeedsBros. That is class. Yeah, look, we'll try and summarise it real quick, and obviously we won't dwell too much on the negatives. The first half performance from Leeds United was shocking. You know, it looked like we never kicked the ball before. We looked very much like a championship side. It looked like we never played together. Letting Liverpool players run off the back of us for the 2 goals we conceded, what was pretty poor. Worried at half time, and that was obviously the big turning point, that if Leeds came out the second half similar to the first, we were going to be in big trouble. But the changes, fair play, and look at Daniel Farke gets his fair share of criticism, but a lot of praise has to go to Daniel Farke. The 4 subs he made at half time changed the game. I think Sean Longstaff in that midfield was absolutely brilliant in there. You could just see Leeds got more of a hold of it in the second half. Calvert-Lewin is more of a focal point, isn't he? And it just shows, again, it reinforces to the 49ers and the recruitment team, we need another striker. We do. We need someone to help Dominic Calvert-Lewin up there. Aronson, fantastic. Harry Wilson shows the player that we brought in. So, amazing. Absolutely amazing second half. SPW says, the new white shirt looks nice. It's growing on me, mate. It's growing on me, particularly if we keep winning games like that. It's certainly going to grow on me. Friendly or not, Leeds beating Liverpool 4-2 is a massive step in the right direction for a club. With a couple of more signings, we are ready to go for another season, says Craig Wilkinson. Love that, Craig. Great comment. Chris is here. He says, home short, 2 away from 0. Yeah, the home short is a good omen. Keep winning in it. Keep winning in it. That's all I can say. Ken says, cheers, Darren, for the entertainment. Wow, I enjoyed that second half. Me too, mate. And Stephen says here, do you think we need a few more signings, mate? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, get James Trafford done. Backup goalkeeper, left back cover. Definitely need a creative attacking player. You know, we were obviously in for Julian Brandt. That's not going to happen. And another striker. So I would say minimum 5. Minimum 5, I think Leeds need. And then, look, if anyone else moves on, then you'll probably need to recruit. Brilliant scenes here at Soldier Field Stadium, showing a load of Leeds fans, belting out, marching on together, and giving the Leeds salute to the lads. So, quality scenes there. Stephen Bourne says, fuck me, talk about a game of 2 halves. Chalk and cheese, mate. Horrendous the first half, brilliant the second half. War Piglet says, hit the like buttons yet. Please do that. That would be fantastic. Chris says Trafford and Peugeot. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Peugeot. He's very much been linked again with Leeds United. Where do we finish this season? Says David Parsons. I'm hoping for the top 10, David. I'm hoping for the top 10. I'm sure Fark and the lads will, manage the expectations a little bit and we'll say consolidation. But I'm hoping with the players we're signing, obviously we're bringing in Harry Wilson, Maharmovic, James Trafford on his way. Like, their signings to kick you on to the next level, aren't they? So I would hopefully see Leeds United finish top 10 this season. 100% need a player to back up DCL and push him. Yeah, 100%. Steo says, great watch along, pal. Difficult accent, but easier than the Japanese. Yeah, mate, I'm sorry about the accent. I do obviously get a bit from being Irish. I will try and slow down, but when you get a bit excited watching Leeds, they'll get carried away. But cheers, Theo. Cheers for sticking with it. I predict 8 and I predict a riot, says Chris. Absolutely love that. Yeah, look, thanks very much to everybody that dropped in for the watch along. Great numbers. And more importantly, a great result for Leeds United after being 2-0 down at half time to come back and win the game 4-2. Sub changed the game. Credit goes to Daniel Fark. Credit goes to the lads. I'm going to go record the match reaction now, so should have it out to you guys probably in the next 20 minutes or half an hour or so. So smash a like before you leave. Hit subscribe if you're new here. So we leave it there. Mind yourselves. Mind each other. Catch you in the next one.